It's a beautiful day in the world down under, and we're excited to go racing in Bathurst for the first time with NR Night in America. Now, for the ones that don't know what Bathurst is, it's a great track out in Australia, and it always puts on a heck of a show on the super side, whether that's sports car racing. I believe they go supercar racing there as well. They have the Bathurst 1000. It's an exciting racetrack when you're going up and through the hills of Mount Panorama. And guess what? This place probably isn't made for stock car racing. Now, they say the next gen is the closest thing that you have to a GT3 car. So the idea has been kicked around for the last year and a half of maybe one day coming here, whether for an e-ticket event, a community event, or maybe just a round one event or night. We've always wondered, could it work? Would it work? And on your screen currently, 36 to 40 drivers getting ready to set down a qualifying lap to be a part of the first ever NR Night in America race at Bathurst. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, saying hello and welcome on this beautiful Tuesday evening back in the U.S. The sun has set from most of the lower 48, but out in Australia, it's sunny, it's beautiful, and we're ready to rock and roll. From the Toyotas to the Chevys to the Fords at play, we are looking at 40 drivers strong, and we may even have to bump. So keep that all in mind. Lot to look at, a lot of twists and turns of this 23-turn racetrack, and we're going to take you step by step on how it all works out. Currently, Yahir Rodriguez on screen, the driver from Illinois. He is working through the twists and turns of the Dipper, the Skyline. That's 11 through 16, where it gets tight and narrow. And then from 18 to 19, that's the Forest Elbow. You get that long straightaway, where if there is a driver within maybe 4 or 5 car lengths of another, you could see that draft really come into play. Here's Tucker Minter currently on that long straight, speeds upwards of 186 miles per hour. So you're looking at speeds of 40 through the twists and turns, 180 to 190 on the long straight. This is Bathurst, and it's going to be at its best. Now, it's not the only race we have tonight for NR Night in America. We do have a great schedule at hand. We're going Daytona Oval Racing. That's a timed race for round number 2. We're looking at 40 minutes strong. You may be saying, why that gimmick? Why a timed 40-minute race? Well, we want to see how the drivers react to time versus laps, because once the clock hits 40, race is over. There's no overtime, and you have to gauge for that. With there being time, and you know how much time is left, do you play it back a little bit? Do you spring forward? How do you gauge, wondering if a caution will come out? That's what we can expect at Daytona. That's going to be with the Gen 6 stock car. Let's continue the first. For whatever reason on this Tuesday night, we have thought the first would be best. And we're going Rallycross racing at Wild West. That's race number 3. We've done Wild West before, that with the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. But Rallycross racing, we believe we can get around 25 to 30 cars. And also, there is a free Rallycross car. Expect great things for the first ever Rallycross NR Night in America race. That's round number 3. IndyCar Pocono will end the nightcap for the excitement, unless we get 300 likes. 300 likes will take you the way there, and it would be very exciting to see if we can indeed hit it, because that means we'd get race number 5, and we would continue the racing all the way from Tuesday into Friday. Listen, guess what? We do have racing this Friday. Going to be exciting, going to be a lot of fun. But just because the NASCAR season's over does not mean ours is. Left side of your screen, you'll see the drivers that are currently qualifying. Open group qualifying currently at hand to set the field for tonight's race. 15 laps, that's what we are ready to roll with. But guess what? We have an e-ticket event coming on up. It's the Tailgate 400, November 22nd. We have locked in 39 of the 40 drivers ready to race. There's one more driver we need to add in, and I want to know the viewer's opinion on it. 3 drivers we're looking currently on the bubble. 1, Raul Alves, the driver of the number 31. Do we add him in? Not sure. There's also Chad Thornquist. Now, Thornquist has been racing a lot of NR Night in America. He's racing tonight at Bathurst. He loves the road course side. He's more geared that way to that part of the community. He is a 2-time e-ticket champion. Well, everyone knows his finishes in these e-tickets have not been where he wants it to be. If he races the tailgate, he'll be once again one of many going for that third e-ticket title. Or do we go for Anthony Burrows? Now, Burrows is not signed up. We want to talk to him. Usually he's one of the guys who say, hey, do you want to race? And he's always in for it. So out of curiosity, what three drivers, which one of those three drivers should we add in? Maybe saying, why do we have to pick one of the three? Why can't we add all three of them in there? Well, after the NWP 400, we realized we have to cap these races off at 40 strong. Unfortunately, we can't do 43. It's 40 or nothing. And from what it looks like, with us not knowing that we were going to possibly need duels for this event, we're having to still stick to the 40. And if this is the big win that the community loves as an e-ticket, and it would then return next year, if it indeed is that big win that most of you guys enjoy as an e-ticket becoming a staple, then they would have duels in 2025. Unfortunately, this year, the Tailgate 400 will not have duels. 40 paint schemes of 40 universities, 40 trucks, straightforward. And we got to wonder, Raul Alves, Anthony Burrows, or Chad Thornquist. Those are the three. We're looking at Burrows has won an e-ticket. He won the Into the AM Southern 500 in 2022. Raul Alves still searching for his first. And Chad Thornquist, a two-time e-ticket champion, staring down the barrel of his third, depending on what that live chat says here tonight. 3 minutes left to qualify. No surprise here. The Fanta Chevrolet is out front. And Daniel Mosteller has set quick time on that provisional pole. 2:07.994. Septa Merchant, P2. He is 9/10 back in this 15-lap race. Well, Chad Thornquist said, enough talking, get me in. He sits P3. River Page sits there fourth. Max Steinmeier in fifth. And some drivers still looking and wondering. Here's Anthony Burrows. He's working his way up and into the dipper. Rolling to the forest elbow. And there's that long straight off turn 19 we've been talking about. Burrows looking to clock down his time. Left side of your screen, you can see 140. Gearing on track if he's in the green. Yes, he is very much in the green. Keep an eye on Anthony Burrows. This may be the move. All the way down to first gear. Through the twists, through the turns, from Chase and into Murray's corner. That's turn 23. Anthony Burrows. 2:09, 6:26, P4 for the driver, and Burrows says, bring me into the inaugural Bathurst race. He welcomes the drivers that will join him. Still looking for a move off Joseph Armstrong. 2 minutes remaining, and he has enough time. Now, a lot of these drivers, they want to push the envelope. Look at that damage on the right front of the Toyota Camry. And if we don't get 40 qualifiers, Joseph Armstrong should make it in on provisional iRating. Tucker Minter would join him in that class. Minter will get to the line. He will get his timed lap. Waiting on scoring to see if they allow it. And they do not. Tucker Minter will have to go around once more. I don't think he's going to have enough time to. Joseph Armstrong. Another wait and see. 19 drivers of the 40 strong have set down a time. Joe goes for a slide. He'll have to get in on provisional iRating. Max Swearengin, same boat, gets to the line. Provisional iRating, he will have to get in on. Cody Workman, there he is. Ren Roberts. Keith Ingram is in. Jeff Perchatsky is in. Riker Byram is in. Rudy Valentine. Working his way around Ingram. 10th as of this moment. You guys remember Valentine as a driver that was very strong in NR Night in America. Unfortunately, the right side's in the grass. That may be a deleted lap time. And is looking to be forced to start in the 10th position. And here's the question we've all been asking ourselves, but has not been mentioned. The big one. Will it strike? If it can strike? And if it does come about, who gets collected? Will today's race be won on the fastest, the strongest, the most daring driver? Or will luck have to be a part of it? Will being in the right place at the right time play a role? These are questions we ask on super speedways, never on a road course, but for the first time, it will be asked. 23 turns, 23 opportunities to make up ground or to lose, all getting ready for 15 laps at Bathurst. And does this become a future community event, a future e-ticket event? Let's find out. Final 3 minutes to finish their times. There's James Thurston, P4. Matthew White. No time just yet for him. We can confirm. 40 strong, 40 have entered, 40 will race. At 15 laps, I mean, we can ask you guys down in the chat below, caution? Do we get a caution in this race? Usually when we ask on road courses if we get a caution, it's always a mixed bag because we're never guaranteed cautions. And this is what these drivers are going to have to look at. Exciting, fun, energetic. Do we see the big one? For all the members of the YouTube channel, new icons on the way for the next e-ticket title. The tailgate, 400 at Talladega. Schaefer up the 5th. Aiden Walker up the 3rd. We're just as excited as you. 23 turns, 15 laps. All coming live. Time coming to a close. Owen Perchatsky, Cooper Phillips, Yahir Rodriguez, no time off of him. iRating provisional, he will get that. And the question already has been asked below. Do we see the big one? 89% have said yes, 11 say no. And the wait and see is now the wait and come because Perchatsky, Owen all at the time, Schmidt with the time. They'll all be chasing Daniel Mosteller 5/10 quicker than Tucker Minter. A second and change quicker than that of Aiden Walker. Versus DeMerchant versus Schaefer. And we've seen most just go out and do great things on a road course. He won by 14 seconds once. And at our night in America, that was at the Charlotte Roval. It had everyone's head turning. I'm like, how did that happen? These road course races are always tight. Something goes wrong. They're always compared to a baseball game. And I know you're not supposed to compare racing to baseball, but they're compared that way for multiple reasons. It could be calm. Not a lot can happen. Very still water. And like how it could happen in the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning, or with 10, 15, 8 laps to go, something changes everything. And here we are, ready to see if that will once again happen tonight. Chevrolet's on the front row. We will not extend the pace lap. We're going to go green right off the gun. So once they work their way off turn 19, which they technically already had because they're gridded on this end of the speedway, they'll be ready to go racing. Currently parked, heading to turn 20 and turn 21. This is what you waited for. 40 strong in Bathurst. Welcome to Mount Panorama. Welcome to Mount Panorama. Excuse me on the pronunciation in New South Wales. The chase is going to be fun to watch. Murray's Corner. Get ready for it. They call turn 1 hell corner, just a hard left 90-degree angle. Let's go ahead and say those magical words. God speed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. Into the chase from turn 21 to turn 22. Before the hard left-hander of Murray's Corner. Welcome to Bathurst. Welcome to Australia. For the first time in NR Night in America, the long straights will meet the hills of the mountains. And we're excited to bring it to you. From the fans down under that have been looking for a race in your country, you finally have it, as NR Night in America will light the fuse for Bathurst. Through hell corner, mostly unscathed. Some drivers tiptoeing, others quick to the throttle. Burrows and Thornquist. Uphill and down, Tucker Minter. Move inside for the race lead, and he goes around. Minter into the wall, do they all avoid him? DeMerchant takes the lead. Through the cutting of 3 and 4. In a quarry corner, that's 5 and 6. Through the mountainside. And one little slip up like that and everything changes. DeMerchant, the race leader, they've single filed out toe to toe. Joseph Armstrong around in front of Gavin Austin. And that's what Cole Gummiston. They're all able to avoid. Others tiptoeing. Others creeping through. Most trying to hold on another strike. Aiden Walker finds himself into the barrier. And there's going to be relaxed yellows on for this race, no doubt about it. The question is, can you get it back going? One little slip up like that and it changes everything. He's already back to 27th. DeMerchant leads. Mosteller in second. Chad Thornquist, James Thurston. They were toe-to-toe at one point before finding their way to the chase at turn 20. River Page has made up ground through the moves and will sneak past Chad Thornquist. What looked to be a Daniel Mosteller lead early is now given to Seth DeMerchant. He leads lap 1. Little quick in, quick out move. Back to turns 1 and 2. That's second. There's third, Chase Schaefer, James Thurston, Rudy Valentine, River Page, Max Steinmeier. Then you got William Schmidt. Schmidt in 8th, back to Sean Rowe. Should we say Schmidt in 9th, Rowe in 10th. Max Sweargen, Riker Byram. And we're going to take you on board through the mountainside to show you what these drivers have to deal with. Here's Mose, he's in second. Just about half a second back. 5/10, give or take, there to Seth DeMerchant. And already rolling strong. Through 4 to 5, heading to 6, Quarry Corner. Uphill and down. Heading to 7 and 8, and you have to watch every little move. And it's almost like you have to take it like a street course. And I know that's a little odd to say with, you know, the elevation changes you have here at Bathurst. Oh, DeMerchant into the wall. Mo's a look underneath, and he's going to get the race lead. Mosteller leads off turn 19. And can DeMerchant get the run back at him? Chevy versus Toyota. Heading back to the chase. DeMerchant late on the brakes. Sends one in deep. Can't get to the bumper. Mosteller leads. here in Bathurst. James Thurston, Chase Schaefer, that's the battle for third. Schaefer off, gets the left sides in the grass. Thurston goes to P3. Burrows into 7th. River Page back to 6th. And how about that? The twists and turns have put on already one heck of a show. And Mose will pull away to nearly 2 seconds. The Merchant, there he is, P2. Schaefer, P3. Rudy Valentin, I believe actually his last name is Valentin. When he raced in 2021, let's call him Valentine. Well, I think that was because I was a little illiterate when I got started with the broadcasting side. But definitely Rudy Valentin hanging out there in the 5th position. River Page back there in 6th. Anthony Burrows in 7th. Max Steinmeier has found his way into 8th. William Schmidt just catching the outside barrier there at 3 and 4. He's back to 9th. There's Sean Rowe, new paint scheme for him. Based off of an old Modify that ran up in the Northeast. Being hunted down by Max Swearigan, who's actually, I believe, an El Toro Loco throwback from the Monster Jam side. So 37 drivers took the green flag of the 40 that have entered the session. We'll show you the top 20 on the left side of your screen. A lot of battles really showing around the racetrack. You can go to 15th currently. Here's Jeff Perchatsky. Him and Yahir at one point were battling toe-to-toe. Yahir finds the inside wall. And as well with other drivers that are currently sitting on pit road, Chad Thornquist, you saw him go for a slide. He's currently back in the 29th position, hoping for a caution to commence. Here's the move now, Perchatsky and Jason Beckman in the downhill slide. Beckman, the short track driver out of California, will get passed by the UCLA alumni. Perchatsky up to 4th. Sean Rowe into 13th. Joseph Armstrong, there he is currently in the 12th position. Through all the talking, through all the changes, the Merchant has gained time, giving 3/10 to the Mosteller lead. And James Thurston has now dropped down to a 7th. So you're looking at this top 2 and saying, okay, this is the bubble of drivers that have a realistic shot at winning this race unless a caution does come out. But they're really spread on out. Now, usually if we're going to get a yellow, it's going to come on a restart, or it's going to come at the start of the race when going in and out of the twists and turns. But when we worked our way into turn 4, 5, all the way through even turn 17 and 18, most drivers were so hesitant to get to the gas and pull a late break, trying to put themselves in position to make up time, that they ended up actually playing it clean and then would have single car incidents. But most were expecting that, and they went out and avoided. Not looking likely for something to go wrong unless something crazy does happen to form up. But currently for the Team 87, they're so quick uphill and into the dipper, they've got the advantage. 2.5 seconds. There's the Merchant now. Watch and wait and listen to the throttle inputs from this end of the racetrack before coming off of the Forest Elbow. 100 miles per hour, 83, 86. And for the ones back home, you may be saying, oh man, they're going really slow through that end of the corner. Well, if you ever gone 35 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour speed limit zone up and down hills, you get, whoa, you get a little nervous there. And then you get right into the open area, grass on all ends, nothing but straights, and 185 miles per hour. Well, it seems like a little bit of a walk in the park before you have to drop it back down to 70 and into the 60s just for the time being. Burrows there in 6th, Valentin there in 7th, Max Steinmeier, William Schmidt. There's Joseph Armstrong. Great comeback for him after going around being in the 25th position. He is now up to 10th. Trying to see what he can do here with William Schmidt. Toyota on Toyota into Murray's corner, and Joseph Armstrong fights his way into the 9th position. Fun to see, fun to watch. A lot of these drivers battling in and out. Here's Seth the Merchant. At one point taking the lead, losing it to Mosteller. That was a 2-second advantage for the driver of the 87 and has been on a net positive ever since. This is with 11 laps to go. James Thurston, Chase Schaefer, River Page, Anthony Burrows. Valentin hanging out. Burrows another one. You love to watch, you love to see. Has not been outside the top 8. We've seen the craziness on the left side pylon of drivers just really fluctuating from being back in 20th all the way up to 10th and then back to 20th, some of them all the way back to 27th. But Anthony Burrows has been Mr. Consistency. Not into the top 5 just yet, but he has a couple drivers ahead of him. He knows he could possibly work his way through, that being Chase Schaefer and the other one being River Page. Fun to watch, fun to look. There's Schaefer. 2 Fords behind him. Matter of fact, it's actually a Ford in a line. Seth the Merchant may have gone off. He is off the track currently, and we're going to take a peek to see what happened. That would put Schaefer in second. And did he make a big mistake? Goes around with the field oncoming. And he said, let's pack the bags. Mosteller, the race leader. And it's by now 11 seconds over Chase Schaefer and James Thurston. Burrows in 5th. River Page in 4th. This is the big battle on track. There's Max Steinmeier. And the big 4 now all in line. Most, what a commanding lead he has. 2 Coca-Cola eSport drivers coming into this race. And a lot of drivers are saying, oh man, they're going to go out there and they're going to kick or you know what. And then you saw the mistake by Minter, the mistake by DeMerchant, and NR Night in America regular Daniel Mosteller has nearly 12 seconds left on the field. And you know what? That's something exciting. If you're a fan back at home, you watch these guys week in and week out, wondering how do they line up the Coke Series regulars? Well, when the test is put on and the twists and turns at Bathurst, you see the ones that come and rise. Currently, Mosteller 11 seconds over Schaefer. Anthony Burrows doing a fabulous job trying to find his way through. And if you don't think Most is one of the best, you may have to think again. What a drive he has had thus far. River Page, James Thurston. Thurston, you saw the lockup, and Burrows just slammed the outside retaining wall that was off turn 19. Man, easy mistakes to make at this track, and they come at the least wondered moments. Thurston P3, Schaefer P2. Mosteller a lead with 9 laps to go. Valentin up to 6, he's into the wall. Finds it himself, Joseph Armstrong back in 8th. William Schmidt back in 9th. Gavin Austin in 11th. James Thurston in the 2nd position. Chase Schaefer there in 4th. Nine to go. Mistakes have been made multiple times during this race. There's Perchatsky, they're in 15th. Aiden Walker, they're in 14th. But Mosteller's trying to do something that he hasn't done in over a year. Win by 14 seconds. He did it at the Roval. He very much could do it here in Bathurst. As we watch James Thurston, we watch River Page. And a lot of questions came into this race like, will we see a track blocker? Will we see things out of the ordinary? And tonight, well, it's about not the ordinary. A timed race at Daytona Oval. Following up with a rallycross race. They're at Wild West. And the only somewhat quote-unquote normal race we're having tonight, that's Pocono Indy. Thurston wide. Page says thank you very much. Here's the fight for second. Downhill off 19. Nearly a 15-second advantage. James goes wide. Advantage, late break. Locks it in. Thurston P2. And just when it looked like he wasn't going to be able to get it at all. Schaefer in fourth, Burrows there in fifth. Max Steinmeier sitting in the sixth position, now with 8 laps remaining. River Page in the third position. Max Steinmeier still Valentine, no change there. Max Swearinger, Sean Rowe, they have seen each other most of this race. Nothing really big to change about it. Schaefer P4. So with 8 laps to go, a commanding lead by your race leader, Daniel Osteller, Thurston and Page. Wondering what they can work with. Schaefer there in the fourth position. This is the big battle on the track. Burrows in fifth, Max Steinmeier in sixth. The 6th and 7th battle fight. One to watch, one to be excited for. You know that's possibly going to shift up. Valentin really good on the road courses, but Max Steinmeier has gone better and better as time has gone on. Thurston's going to have lap traffic ahead of him. That into Owen. Owen 1 lap down. The attrition, it has come in. The driver's currently out of this race. Tucker Minter, Yahir Rodriguez, Matthew White, Landon Stone, Jason Beckman, Riker Byram, Seth the Merchant, Lane Sanders, and Cooper Phillips. The drivers that just could not tame this racetrack. And it's exciting to see guys like this up front racing. 7 laps to go. Page and Schaefer, that's 3rd and 4th. Wondering what they can do, if they can do anything. Burrows there in the 5th position. Now he's closing in, and the Ford Mirage is now lined up 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or should we say more of the Ford Parade? Then broken up by Max Steinmeier. Valentin bringing a blue oval along. Joseph Armstrong there in 8th. Nearly a 17-second advantage. How much will it grow? The fight for P2. 3 under a bubble. Burrows watching on from 5th. Page looking outside. Schaefer inside. Chase Schaefer takes the position away from Page. Top of the mountain. And now just a race downhill. We're talking some of the fastest parts of the racetrack. Lined up, single file. 17 and a half seconds. We're going to continue to monitor to see if most can break the record for the most seconds won on a road course. And that's if something doesn't go wrong. We talked with Rosso. Do you ever have aspirations to go to the Coke Series? Do you ever have aspirations to move up, maybe try contender? He's open to it. He's shown that he can win. He's raced against Coke Series regulars. He's beat Coke Series regulars, whether in NR Night in America, whether in a C fix, an A fix. And tonight, once again, showing that when mistakes are on the line and you have to be perfect, he can still come out and he can still go out and gap. The fight for the rest of this race looks to be for second. Schaefer in third, Page in fourth, Burrows in fifth. Will be 4 drivers lined up single file to see who can get that runner-up spot, to see who can grab podium. Thurston wide off 2 and 3. Steinmeier, no man's land. Valentin, somewhat the same area. And Joseph Armstrong has gone off the racetrack, and he looks to be out of this race. Very unfortunate. Joe doing such a great job. Looking to see possibly when it happened for the driver, the 22. Left side's underneath. Catches the litter, and it would end up being a drive-through penalty for the 22, and that was enough to say good old good night. Oh, he actually caught the tire barrels, and that's what ended his race. Joseph Armstrong out here in Bathurst, and a lot of good drivers being picked up by mistakes. 5 laps to go, the first race out in Australia. And it looks to be won by the driver from Connecticut. Here's still the fight for second. 2 most winningest drivers in NR Night. Sitting 1-2, Schaefer in third, Page in fourth. Burrows has quickly caught up in. First and lose, how much longer can he possibly hold on to this? Drive into 2 before the roll uphill. Lap traffic stopped underneath. That is the 53. He should be able to get it righted. He does. From 3 to 4. And the corners are 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, Schaefer, what a hit to the outside wall. Got it with the right sides. And it's all downhill off turn 10 into 11 and 12. Right through the dipper. 13, 14. Lock up by Thurston. Schaefer, the peak underneath. Ford's drag racing off turn 19 and heading to the chase. Hayden Walker will be lap traffic ahead. River Page watching, waiting. Burrows going off. And then it was back to 3. Thurston underneath Hayden Walker. Gets loose in the process. Here comes River Page. Page to the outside, the 2-for-1 special. And River says, thank you very much. P2 is mine. Thurston drops back to third. Crossover. Burrows finding his way around Schaefer. Page doesn't give in. Thurston doesn't give in. This all happening right behind the Cody Workman 81. Might as well go 3 wide uphill. Give it a shot, all you want. 4 through 5, heading to 6, heading to 7. This allows Anthony Burrows to get there. James Thurston sideways. Catches the outside retaining wall off the nose of River Page. He did not go fully around. Keeps it rolling in the right direction. Burrows moves to third. Gives Page the second position. And how much damage does it bring to him? Now you worry about that right rear suspension. Schaefer goes to fourth, and second, third, fourth, and fifth continue to fluctuate. Now, even with this gap, you wonder if something can change. Will it change? Two to go will be next time behind. 3 to go now. Mosteller. You want to know how big that lead is? This is them coming off turn 23. And Mose is already working a turn 2. Now, all the stories of what we'll be talking about in this race, Mose will just hear from the ears and not be able to see with how great of a lead he has had. It's just a beautiful drive through Mount Panorama for the driver of the 87. I mean, does he have any damage? I don't see a single scratch on that 87. A joyride in Australia. A dogfight from second, third, fourth, and fifth. The question is, will we do more Bathurst? The answer for sure is yes. Because what a race this has been. It's been an exciting one nonetheless. Burrows P3. Schaefer back in P4. James Thurston going off. And a lot of the worries that we heard just not coming to fruition. Locking up left and right. Some were worried when the car gets there, will the drivers be able to hold on to it? When they went side by side, would they be able to hold on to it? Would the single car spins turn into monstrous changes? Chandro in 9th, Max Swearage in 10th. Max able to calmly find his way up inside the top 10. Battle now soon to be for third. Burrows with Schaefer. Schaefer making up time, including with the damage at hand, but with Burrows locking up, the momentum mostly lost on the driver of the number 2. 2 to go. Max Steinmeier in 6th, Valentin in 7th. William Schmidt in 8th. Sean Rowe back to the 9th position. Not a lot of makeup there for River Page. 25.7 seconds. You know, we thought 14.6 was crazy. but a 25.9. The car looks like it just came out of the shop. Rolling downhill, in and around of corners. Continues to stretch the lead. Mosteller will be a lap and a half from making history, the biggest win on a road course when it comes down to margin. What was a 14.6, 14.7 set by him just a year ago is on track for a 26, maybe even a 27. Through chase, 21, 22, back to turn 23. He fought the esports drivers. He then had to defend off of everyone else that was breathing down the neck. Will now just be one lap away. Salamanca, one to go to the first ever race win in Australia for NR Night in America. Page in second, Burrows in third. Burrows has company, Chase Schaefer underneath him. Page the mistake. Burrows the move. Burrows now in second. The gap extending to a 28-1. It's going to be a fight right here. Schaefer underneath. Burrows holding on. 40 entered. 37 took the green flag. The attrition factor, we knew it was going to be there. The single car incidents, it was going to make something, and it did. The drive to survive is on for Burrows. He finds now P2. Podium in view. Mosteller, quiet as is. Pinky up with some tea in hand. A beautiful Tuesday drive through Mount Panorama. But the fight is still on for the second position. Can River Page look for a way through? He's got it. Top of the mountain. All downhill from here into 11, 12, 13, and 14. Three drivers under a blanket. Who will get it? Final time off turn 22 to turn 23. For the first time ever, we'll see a winner in Australia for NR Night in America. Clock in over 31 seconds. Mosteller wins it. Here's the fight for P2. Burrows versus Page. Burrows goes off. Page goes off. Schaefer goes off. River Page catches the Armco barrier. Catches Aiden Walker. They wreck off turn 22. Schaefer sneaks through. Burrows tries to get it. And they're off as well. Max Steinmeier will finish second of 40.5 and find his way on the podium spot. Schaefer comes home third. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Valentin fourth. Burrows in reverse will CP5. James Thurston, Sean Rowe, River Page. Then all find their way back. And the wreck, it would happen in the final corners on the final moments. Mosteller wins it. And we're going to watch back. Jumpman on the podium. PBR saying Godspeed. Let's watch back to how it all unfolded between Chase Schaefer, Anthony Burrows, and so many others that were involved in it. This is coming off turn 19. Most the wide advantage. You see Aiden Walker getting into the mess. I mean, he has no right to be a part of this. He's a lap down. And that's probably going to kick him out of race number 2. Gets tagged. And then gets right into Schaefer. I believe he may be out for the night. And that's what caused Burrows to then get in the wall and give Steinmeier the advantage. Most wins, and he'll get ready to burn it down. Currently doing so here on the front stretch, left side of your screen. You'll see where everyone finished, and what a race it ended up being. Let's talk to your race winner. Without a shadow of a doubt. Moss Stellar 40.658. It's a new NR record. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well, talk to me about the race. You had to battle the guys from the Coke side. And then mistakes were made, and I don't think you made a mistake at all.
Yeah, the only mistake was the burnout. I clobbered the wall doing that.
So how did you make this such a joyride for yourself?
Well, you know, at first it wasn't. I lost the lead at the start. Didn't really get the best start, and me and Tucker were side by side going down the straightaway, and I knew I was braking at my maximum point, and when I saw him go a little bit later than me, I knew he was going to spin out, and I don't know how I missed him. It was a miracle. So that was one dodgeable one, but that let Seth get back by me. And I just chilled behind him, and he had a big lockup into the downhill section, which let me get by, and he locked up again. He was catching me, and I was a bit worried because I was pushing pretty hard, and I was going at, I would say, my maximum pace, and he kept catching me. And then I think he pushed a little too hard, hit the wall, and yeah, after that I drove about 75%. I just wanted to make sure.
There's no point in hitting the wall, and you're still pulling away, which is even crazier thing.
Yeah, I didn't want to take any risks. That would have been the most embarrassing thing ever if I'd been trying to showboat. But to win by 40 seconds, the biggest margin of victory in NR, that's pretty cool. And to be the first to win in Australia, that's pretty cool. I had a lot of fun. I hope we do more of it.
Oh, we're definitely going back to this track. Shout out to all the drivers that bought this, by the way. We were curious how many would show up. 40 on the ground, 37 taking the green flag, which means one thing. It will be ran again. Maybe this time with the Gen 6. So
I want to just... So the new supercar actually comes out in a couple weeks.
Is it FREE?
No. It's the Gen 3 supercars that they run currently in Australia.
Right.
And they're coming to iRacing.
Ooh.
Like, they're not.
And
like,
they race at Bathurst.
Yeah, and they race at I think only Bathurst here. Maybe another Australian track that I'm forgetting about that's on iRacing.
Well, we gotta definitely look into that. That would be a lot of fun to see, and definitely for us to possibly go out there and race. We're looking at it right now. We're heading to our first timed race in NR Night in America. No overtime, 40 minutes, smack dab, see ya. How are you approaching it?
I don't know. It's kind of an unknown for everybody, so I guess I'm just going to treat it like a normal race. My only fear is it's going to end under yellow because we run out of time, which would be the biggest joke. I think.
So that's the interesting thing. We're going to talk about that. That has been questions that have been asked, have been rightfully what happens when it ends under yellow. So the goal is to basically play a little bit of mind games. The gimmick is here. This is very gimmicky, yes, but the idea is pretty simple. How, as a driver, do you gauge the race based off of time, let alone laps, including without there being an overtime? Now, if you think about it, overtime is considered a gimmick. Now, it's a gimmick that is embedded into racing on the NASCAR Stock Car side. It's even on the short track side. It's just a part of it. People want to see races ending under green. I want to see races ending under green. But for the longest time, there was no overtime. And we've had actually races end under caution before in NR Night in America. So the goal is to see how you all race the time. Because we could get a caution with 7 minutes to go. And if it is a massive wreck, there is no guarantee at a restart. And then let's say we get a restart with 5 seconds left. Is it a 1 to go or 2 to go?
It is a 1 to go.
We could have a 1-lap shootout. And this is just things that are being played in everyone's mind, and that's why I think this is going to be exciting. So back to a driver standpoint, how do you think you have to gauge this?
Be in the lead with like 5-6 minutes left, because I know 100% that we are going to crash. And you need to be the leader when the yellow comes out. Now the thing is, you got to kind of time it, because the yellow, it always comes out like 30 seconds after the crash. So I think you got to assume it's going to be a yellow.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, the most common thing is be in the lead. That's the easiest way to put it, and the most simplest way as a driver. But I don't think it's going to change much in terms of how you're driving, the moves you pull. Basically just going to be like a typical lap race.
All right, going to be fun to see. Well, the session is up here for race number 2. We will be back in Bathurst. It's not done yet. I know we went caution-free, and a lot we're expecting it to be full of, I want to say, wildness. We still saw the wildness. We still saw the drama. If you guys did hear, Aiden Walker has been given the L5 for the night with his incident on the last lap. So that's
what did he do?
Oh, notice also how I said on the broadcast that most will hear the stories by ears and not by seeing it.
Yeah, I heard a lot of complaining over the driver's chat. So I knew something happened. I didn't see what happened.
Went full throttle into second, third, and fourths before they could finish the race.
Yeah,
into turn 23.
I know he was trying to get back at him earlier, and I kind of said something. I said, don't ruin it for everyone else.
And he ruined it for himself, unfortunately. He will not be back for the rest of the night. He will be sidelined. But hey, he still has the Tailgate 400 to go ahead and look forward to. Are you excited for the Tailgate 400?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm looking to be the
Session
first
is
to
up,
get
by the
3.
way.
Okay. I'm looking to be the first to get 3 wins in e-tickets. Malek hasn't been able to do it. Thornquist hasn't been able to do it.
Did you see TCB's truck?
Yeah, mine's better.
Hey, I'm going to let you know right now. I think everyone's sleeping on Baker for this event. Because let's be real. Let's look at Baker's stats. Currently, on the intermediates, on the road courses, and even on the big 2-mile ovals, he's not where he was. Baker is not the TCB we knew. He is like our Jimmy Johnson. Give or take? Can you say that? Can I say that respectfully? Respectfully, because Johnson's a fantastic driver.
I would call him Richard Petty.
Okay, we can say Richard Petty. But on the super speedway side, he is still, in my opinion, that good, including with the truck series. Let's take it back a notch. When Petty stopped winning as often as he did, he was still great on the super speedways, right? Winning the Firecracker 400, Big 200. Here's the thing about Baker, and I'm a story man. I love a great story, and I'm seeing a great story come up. I don't know if he's going to win yet. He's not a part of the picks that you'll see on Countdown to Green for the Tailgate 400. But think about it like this. The last wins Baker has in NR Night in America, as of currently, the SRX Daytona race and whatever is with the truck. His Boise State truck is absolutely amazing. Beautiful. If you're in the Discord, I think you can go ahead and see it in Paint Schemes chat. Phenomenal. Link to the Discord down in the chat. Link to the Discord down in the description below. Phenomenal look. I think this is where he legit could have a shot at number 3. And if he doesn't win this one as number 3, I don't think he's going to get number 3.
Well, if anyone in the chat does officials, TCB is literally like the king. He's the king of Talladega trucks.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, he can't see a third.
My favorite story, I think it was Christmas Eve, and we were doing one together. And Dale Jr. was pushing me, and I was right by him for the win. That's my favorite story, and the Twitch clip is absolutely, that I will never forget about it, and I will never shut up about it to him.
That is awesome. Well, hey, I'll say this. You know what? Let's throw you in the barrier here. Chase Schaefer will not be running the Tailgate 400 off of personal reasons, which means we have one more spot available. Now, there's 3 drivers I'm looking, and I want to point this out. With the driver demand being this high for the event, clearly there's going to be an ask to do it next year, because the idea of having these paint schemes are awesome, right? You know, these beautiful paint schemes. And we're looking, I'll tell you some right now that we have Texas, Rutgers, Miami, Georgia, Pitt, Louisville, North Carolina, Alabama, Liberty University. Some more in there, Florida State, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Villanova. We need one more driver. And these are the 3 I'm looking at. Anthony Burrows, because Burrows didn't sign up. And usually someone have to ask, hey, you know, you want to go out there and race? Maybe a Kevin Champagne if I ask him. Which I'm pretty sure he's always in to do. Kevin Champagne, a great driver in NR Night in America. Raul Alvis or Chad Thornquist? Which of those 4 would you want to see get that final spot?
That's tough.
It is tough, and that's the position I'm in right now.
They're all very good. I would say Burrows, honestly.
See, it's interesting because Burrows has an e-ticket. 1. Chad Thornquist has 2, which would be great to see him go toe-to-toe for the 3rd one. But we haven't seen Chad Thornquist as much as Anthony Burrows. But we've also seen Kevin Champagne race as much, but both Burrows and Champagne did not sign up. Alvis, he's coming back. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Alvis a part of the crew for the Chicagoland e-ticket that's going to be in December. And I'm going to tell you this. This is my hot take. We end the year seeing who gets a 3rd e-ticket title. We're going to see it. This is probably going to happen at Chicagoland or Talladega. You don't think we do?
Talladega.
You think Talladega?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at the Super Speedways, TCBs, like I'll lead on there, and of course he always finds a way. So, if he does race.
If he does race.
Breda Mubbock, I don't know if he's racing. Is he?
Is Mubbock racing tailgate? Yes.
Yeah, well, he's not good.
Mubbock is running the lowest capacity school, if I'm not mistaken, for the Tailgate 400.
I don't see Mubbock winning a 3rd at Dega. I don't
either. Right now, at least as of right now, I don't see him winning a 3rd. But then I said that also for the USA 500, and he won while finding his way around cranky on the last lap. But like, I'm looking at this list. Let's go name some colleges some more. Penn State, Spencer Burns, what do you think?
Spencer's an interesting driver because when he tries, he's good, but he likes to like mess around. He doesn't take it as serious as the others, which leads to him not really running well. I think if he locks in, he will be a competitor for the win.
Okay, I'm gonna start naming some other drivers. Let's see. Can we see some underdogs here? What about Syracuse with Josh Kenyon?
I think if he could put himself in the right position, he could definitely get it done. He's not the best at making moves. He isn't there yet when it comes to that part of super speedway racing. But he finds a way, and I have a feeling that he will get it done. I was telling him, he said he wasn't going to win. I said, no, I think you're going to win, and we'll come back to it next week.
Got to go in and ask here. When you win an e-ticket, is it easier to win it a second time just because you've gone through it already? You've gone through the big crowds. You've gone through everyone going for that same goal. Does the second time around just feel a little easier?
Well, look what happened with me. That was... I won my first, and then I immediately won my second one.
Yeah, so and it seems to be because most people have done it that way.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes you really never think you're going to have that chance again, and I think one is obviously very cool, but too is it means something. That's why you see people do whatever the heck it takes to win them, because you never know if you're going to have that chance again, and that's usually a one-time opportunity. So.
Okay, let's go ahead and say this. This is the big one we got to keep an eye out for. All the e-ticket winners this year, you can make the argument that they've been great drivers, including it with most of our e-tickets this year being super speedways, right? Or super speedway-like. You getting to, we had Akaboeji getting his e-ticket, Malik Ray getting his e-ticket. This will be the 5th e-ticket ran this year, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it'll be our 5th e-ticket this year. Do we finally see that underdog e-ticket winner? Like, when was the last time we saw a true underdog win an e-ticket?
I would say Dean.
I would say Dean, right? Dean Brummett. So do we see a Zachary Truhl with the Ole Miss truck, number 28?
We're definitely due for an underdog, because this year we've had, people you would expect to win. I think I have the most wins in NR, and I've won on literally everything. Hamilton, he's one of the best IndyCar drivers I know, so I wasn't surprised to see him win. And Malik, he's probably the best super speedway racer on iRacing.
Is it accidentally on laps and not time?
No, it's 40 minutes.
Okay. We had 50 laps there for a moment, kind of made me worried. Pretty cool to see. I think we have a pretty good field. I know you've seen the entry list. We're waiting, obviously, on who that last one will be. If Burrows messages me that he wants to race, he'll most likely be able to take it. If not, it's going to come down to if I message Kevin Champagne or if Alvis and Thornquist, that will be the debate. Drew Jua, I think that's the big one too. I don't think Jua's going to get the Talladega one personally, at least as of this moment. We'll see what he does in testing tomorrow. But the driver out of Marietta, Georgia, running that University of Georgia truck, go Dogs. Abraham Vila there with the Texas truck. I don't know, and you could see drivers like Frank Corley there with Rutgers. He's won a lot of truck races in NR9 in America. You have to look at who's good with the trucks on super speedways.
Yeah, I would. TCB's top of my list, but below TCB, you could throw a bunch of names into that hat.
All right, well, we'll say this 40 drivers are going to race out of the 54 that have joined. Time to race, we're excited for it. Most, we talked to you through this entire running. We'll continue to chat with you later on. Good luck. That's Moss Stellar, ladies and gentlemen. Excited to see what he can go ahead and do. You know what? Let's continue to chat with guys as we roll our way through. Tyler Tinsley is back. William Schmidt is back. You know, how about Douglas New Bigging? Let's go ahead and bring the Doug in here. Doug, John Ramos, you got a copy. Doug, John Ramos, you got a copy. Douglas New Bigging, John Ramos, do you have a copy?
Hello, yeah.
How are you, my man?
Oh, we're having a great time, got pole, I guess, that's cool.
Well,
yeah.
Have you made that pit truck yet?
The pit truck?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm working on it, we're working on it. It's in development.
Gotta see it, it's gonna be awesome. You ready for the Tailgate 400? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think Pitt or Penn State are gonna win. It's Pennsylvania. It better be a Pennsylvania college that wins.
So either you with Pitt or Spencer Burns with Pennsylvania?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, Penn State.
Penn State, yeah. That's what we're going for.
All right, 40 minutes. It's not off of racing on laps. You know you have to keep an eye on the clock. How do you play the clock here?
I'm going to set an alarm for 5 minutes ago, and I'm just going to make it flare as loud as possible. And then I'll know and be like, okay, I'm good. No, I don't know.
Okay.
But is there going to be cautions?
Yes.
Cautions in this race? Okay, no, I didn't know like how it was going to work, so.
No overtime. No extra minutes.
No extra minutes?
No bonus time.
All right. Interesting.
All right, well, we're ready to get this thing going. Everyone's excited. Hopefully you are excited. Time to jump around, Doug. Let's see if you can go to victory lane.
Thank you very much. Shout out to RP6 Raging River, by the way. What a great guy. What a great guy.
What a great guy. Time to lock and load. When we go to Daytona, we say, do we see overtime? Well, the first race, we went caution free. Second race, it is nothing but time. And when the clock strikes 0, you'll have 39 drivers that wish they were just that one. Chevrolets lead us down as we get ready to light the fuse in the timed Daytona Oval Race. Stellar leader on the outside lane. Douglas Newbigin getting a shove from Anthony Burrows. That's downstairs. Jackson Carr has sealed to the back end of that 87. Mose has the advantage if he wants to clear the bottom. Now swept away as Newbigin pulls alongside. Tiptoeing. That's what we see. Not a lot of urgency to the middle of the pack. Mostly calm, cool, and collected up front. Mose leads lap 1. Seeing if he can possibly pull a good old back-to-back. There's Jackson Byes in 9th. There's Bassinez in 12th. Matthew Mitchell there in the 16th position. Cody Workman back there also with Michael Mitchum. 3 wide, Max Swearengin in the middle. Forcing the 44 to the outside. The 87 with him. And here comes the whole train. Oh, Swaggy sideways. Into Burrows. They all stack up behind him. Christian Delgado heavy damage and the caution will wave. Max Steinmeier involved in the melee. Owen. And just some minutes into this race, we see the caution for the first time. Wow. And right when it looked like everyone's going to be calm, they're going to be cool, they were going to wait it out, an incident struck, bearing yellow. Let's watch back. That was all on him. That could have been net code. We are hearing. And you know the net code has been very, very high in NR Night in America, at least as of recent, including there on iRacing. We'll watch again. May have been a turn off James Thurston. We'll watch once more. Hard to see from that view. There they want it. A lot of damage to the rear end of the 15. Douglas Newbigin, the race leader. Mosteller in second. Jackson Carr there in third. Jackson Byes, Raul Alvis, Michael Mitchum, Josh Kenyon, Matthew Mitchum. And no relation to Michael Mitchum, I believe. And that's mainly because the last name is spelled a little different. Massinez in 12th, Gavin Austin in 13th, William Schmidt 17th, River Page, they all come together. That caution will wave right away. So 34 minutes left in this race. There's still a lot of racing left to go, a lot on the line. Let's go ahead and talk to Dominic Barbagallo. Barb, this track is where you got your first win in NR Night in America, if I'm not mistaken. Second one, yeah, I know, was Atlanta.
No, it was iRacing Super Speedway.
Oh, so you had 3 wins in NR Night in America.
I have 2.
Did you not get one at Atlanta?
Oh, I should have 3, but Maurice Mailer wrecked the field, but...
I don't think so.
Anyway. Well, I think I'm right. Should have 3.
34 minutes left to go. How are you playing the time?
I got 5 minutes of optional. I'm gonna go a couple laps down over thing for a caution.
All right, you're running that Oregon Ducks truck for tailgate. Yeah. What are you thinking?
About this or about that? Like
about this or that? I'm talking about for a tailgate.
Oh, win. That's all I can think about is just winning.
All right. Well, there with the Oregon Ducks truck, you think you're gonna win with them?
I could, yeah. I could have did Delaware University, but you said it wasn't important enough, so.
I think Oregon is a great opportunity for you to get some things done.
I'm just a little pissed off right now what just happened in front of me. But I don't know how I managed to check up for the wreck, get hit, and then get hit again by a guy going 30 miles per hour. I don't even know how it's possible. The wreck was right in front of me too. Letting you know, right in front of me. You got to have literal brain damage to hit me and I get hit. So.
All right. Well, comments made by Dominic Barbagallo ahead of this restart. Good luck for the rest of the race. Let's get ready to try it all again. Pace car will make the hard left onto pit road, and let's get ready to roll. New Bigging, Mosteller, 32 minutes and a half remaining. Jackson car inside, nobody going with them. They form a super train on the outside lane. Wow. And I mean, nobody wanted to go at the inside. Josh Kenyon underneath, Jackson buys. Massinez to join. New Bigging leads. Inside lane trying to come together. You see scarce machines moving the bottom, most notably Frank DeAngelis towards the tail end of this main pack. But single file where it seems to be, a lot worried about netcode, a lot worried about just not being there to the end. When drivers see 31 laps to go, they see an opportunity to move up, move forward, try some new things. When you see 31 minutes, you realize maybe I can hang out a little bit. Time is on my side. Will time be on the side of all these drivers when it matters the most? Well, then only time will tell. New Bigging now moving to the middle lane. Thought about blocking Josh Kenyon. Mosteller. He saves it, but they don't behind. Lane Sanders around. And the caution will wave again. Max Steinmeier. And just when you thought it was going to be calm, it ended up not being. It started with Douglas New Bigging. There's the damage on Johnson. will be ready for a restart. Less than 30 minutes remaining. Second caution out of the race. Let's see what happened. Now, without a doubt, it started with Doug. Let's see what happens with Lane Sanders. New Biggie, Mosteller. Doug comes up. Sanders out of the throttle. Oh, you can see the 32 over Page when he came down. He just clipped the 5 and the nose got in the air, which resulted in others going around. New Biggie will be given an L1 penalty for that block. Pit road is wide open. Kenyon, Bassinez, Mitchum, they do not come in. Same with William Schmidt. Thurston stays out on the track. Mosteller stays out. Gavin Austin as well, as everyone else gets ready to work down in. New Biggie L1 penalty. Lick the stamp. That's what it is. And we continue to monitor and see what is next on the list for the drivers that are getting ready to give it all a whirl. You know what? Let's go in and talk to Mac Steinmeier. Mac, John Ramos, got a copy.
Yeah, what's going on?
Unfortunately, you're not in the tailgate 400, but man, what a finish. They're at Bathurst P2. What is up with that road course program?
Oh, I don't know. I've just been quick at the road courses recently. I think the Next-Gen's helping, but I don't know. I didn't have to do anything to get second there. I just let everybody, you saw what happened. It was pretty wild.
Well, things got wild. They got wild in a quick hurry. The question is, what is next for you all as you get ready to work your way onto the racetrack?
Well, we've been involved in pretty much both cautions so far, so but we don't have too much damage. I think the car's still driving fast, so I think we'll be all right. We just got to survive till the end. I like that the timer's not going to, stop under yellow, so the race won't be any longer, but we got to get some laps in.
Well, that's going to be a lot of fun to see. The minutes is interesting. It seems like everybody wants to be calm, and then they don't want to be calm. Is that something you guys are struggling with?
I don't know. I feel like we still have a lot of time for anybody to be thinking about going crazy, but I'd say it'll probably ramp up about 15 minutes to go, I'd say. 15 to 10 minutes, even though it's already crazy, but I'm thinking it'll get worse around that.
All right, well, we're excited to see what is next. What's new for you? Are you going to try to make the e-ticket in December?
It depends on work schedule and stuff, but I mean, do we have any idea of what we're doing in December?
Chicagoland, and maybe we even with the Next-Gen.
I like Chicagoland. I feel like I have a good track record there in NR, so yeah, I just hate that Cup doesn't go there anymore, man. They're just letting that track rot, but it would be really good with the Next-Gen, which is funny because it was. I don't know. I never think it was pretty bad. I know Tony Stewart loved that track. He said it raced like almost like a dirt track with how wide the corners were. But yeah, it's a fun mile and a half.
Fun mile and a half indeed. All right, listen, we're getting ready for the restart here. 25 minutes left on the clock. What is the red zone? If there's a red zone.
I'd say 10 minutes for sure. 10 minutes to go. That's when it's going to ramp up.
When do you think it's official? 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes?
Well, so if there's a caution, obviously, with not enough time to finish the race, that's a possibility, right? So, I don't know, it's going to be, people are going to try to be tentative, but it's NR, people will go crazy at the same time, so just gotta make it there and have a chance at the end.
All right, well, we're excited to see how this all rocks and rolls. Let's get ready for the restart.
Yes, sir.
Field lines up 2 by 2. Josh Kenyon and Fernie Bassinez will be the first drivers looking to make a move. Some have come to pit road, others have stayed on the racing surface, and tail, getting ready for a restart. Hype, excitement, it's been in the air. Race 1 at Bathurst, race 2 at a timed race at Daytona, and then you follow it up with race 3 going rallycross racing. What is there not to be excited about? And the question is, what are the green flag laps left to cover? Josh Kenyon, Matthew Mitchum. Green from Daytona. Oh, Mitchum did not get going on the bottom. Top 2 breakaway. Schmidt outside with Gavin Austin. With Jackson Buys. But now they tandem up with one goal, find their way through the 2 machines ahead of them. Schmidt leads. Josh, the push on the bottom by Bassinez. Kenyon gets it at the line, still 2 by 2. Was 3 wide at a moment, now 3 wide once again. James Thurston here at the 99 and Chase Schaefer. A lot of fluctuating. A lot of changing of the rhythm. David Johnson falling to the bottom. Mason Lindsay. Inside, 3 wide. Vardas right up near the outside safer barrier. A lot of cool things, a lot of time still left to go. The red zone, they're considering that 12 to 10 minutes. Where if we get a restart around then, there may not be much left on the clock to get mostly 3 laps. River Page. Looking, feeling it out. Bassinez, Mitchum. Schmidt still there in the 4th spot. Buys Austin Page. There's Gavin Austin now. Wayside, 3 wide. And now fading away. .21 to go. Schmidt, your leader. Page right with him. And you can see the moving, the shuffling, the swing. Chase Schaefer up to the 3rd position. What's going to happen if anything can happen? There's a lot of backing up. That's the big thing we saw before the last caution. A lot of drivers not very aggressive to get up there and make something work. This is actually Group 2 of the machines, more towards the latter half of the race, that we can expect to make the big, bold moves later on. We have had incidents that have thinned out this herd. 32 drivers still racing, 29 on the lead lap. But as previously mentioned, trying to stay away from each other. You got 20 minutes to work with here. And that's just, for some, a commute to work. Maybe half the distance of a commute to work. Oh, Schaefer loose on the apron. He'll back up, and Schmidt will continue to lead. And what a stint we've had. 17 laps into this race. And we're easily staring down the barrel of around 40 laps, which we would usually see in an NR night at Daytona for race 2 or even for a feature event, because of how many times we run the duels. And with duels, they'll take 10 laps here or take 10 laps there, or now even the LCQs we've been doing. Schmidt, Page, Schaefer, Newbigging, Bassanez, Sanders, Buys, Thurston, Mitchum, Max Steinmeier, Andres Fares, and there they go. Gavin Austin involved. Max Swearingen gets a piece of it. Caution waves with 19:36 on the clock. One flipping upside down in the grass. Cooper Phillips. And he will come to rest and bring it to pit road. Caution out for the third time. This for an incident deep in the field. It started with Jackson Carr with a crazy block. Which entail started the madness deeper in the field. There's the hit from the 17. That then brings the 43 sideways, end over end, side over side, to then bring it back down on all fours. Wow. And it kind of just happened out of nowhere. Let's pull it back just a moment. These drivers are out of the wreck. They're nowhere near it. You can see DeAngelis on the brakes, knowing that there's really nowhere to run. First the hit, that by Matthew C. White. And Cooper Phillips was just there to follow. No cautions in race number 1 brings us now with multiple. Here in race number 2, let's watch back again. It started with Jackson Carr. Up the racetrack into the wall. Nowhere really for the 53 to go. Caden Perkins saw it and said goodbye. Raul Alvis on pit road. Douglas Newbigging, race leader. 17 minutes to go. We're in the question of uncertainty. And what could change? Newbigging, Sanders, Bassanez, Mosteller. That is now the top 4. We'll continue to talk with drivers as the countdown continues. Frank DeAngelis, John Ramos, you got a copy?
Yeah.
You know, one day I expect to have an interview with you where you get all excited, like, oh yeah, John, yeah, this is great. Can't wait for the...
Oh no, sorry.
Oh, and the yawn, the signature yawn. I know you're not tired. You're going to be up till 4 a.m.
No, ever since I got back from the UK, I've been out before like 1
Really?
every day. Yeah, you know I haven't been there.
I know,
You know
I know.
how many jokes I've missed out on?
I know. So, question to you. You got
Yeah.
16 minutes left on the clock. When do you make that bold veteran move up forward?
By staying out. Like just now. 2 minutes ago.
You think staying out is what's going to take?
I was gonna ride in the back. I was riding in the back, waiting for the herd to thin out. And the last restart I said one more sizable one, and I'm back out there. And I saw the whole field pit, and I was like,
Okay, got to ask you this. 15 minutes left. What is the red zone for a yellow? What is the red zone for maybe one last restart? And when do you think possibly we could have one last go at it?
You'd have to ask somebody who's chronically, like, online, but my guesstimation, if you advance through the whole yellow and make it a quick yellow, maybe 4 minutes, under 5 minutes, or 4 to 5 minutes, you can probably still do it.
I think the engagement is if we get to 2:30 to 3 minutes.
That's a restart violation on whoever's in front of Demos right now.
That is a 24.
That way they went bottom and then just jumped to the top, and me and Demos went to the top.
Really?
Well, everyone's going bottom. I thought.
Well, I mean, there really is. I mean, you can't do that with our choose cone. We don't really have it where you have to force or stick with it.
The rule is it's once it hits 1 to green, the guy in front of you chooses your lane. You choose the lane.
Yeah.
He was on the bottom well after 1 to green, and then jumped top. It's not really that deep, but
Freddie Bassanez.
yeah, it's something. I don't know. I just hope I could lead on the white, actually close it out. I think I've learned all Demos' tricks off of 4.
What are his tricks? Spew it for us.
Pass me on the outside. He's done that a good amount, so I now know not to leave the outside. So expect that if it comes down to it.
All right. Well, that's going to be exciting. Always fun to see what can happen as we gear up for the restart. For you, got some drivers to work your way through. Let's see if you can do it. Good luck.
Thank you.
That is Frank DeAngelis, ladies and gentlemen. He lines up 2 by 2 as we get ready for the restart. Is this the last restart, or do we have another one lined up for us? Chevy on Chevy, Ford on Ford, with Chevy on Chevy in row number 3. The restart zone back green from Daytona. Doug Bassanez, Mosteller, had a gap in between himself there and Frank DeAngelis. Frank gets to him. Sanders a heave to the inside, and we're in that red zone. This is where drivers talked about, let's go. This is where we need to move. 12 minutes remaining. Bassanez outside with Douglas Newbigging. Sanders shoved by Schaefer. Newbigging leads that one. 12 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Will Shack, oh, James Thurston, sideways and around, the big one strikes. Caution will wave again, Max Swearengin. Josh Kenyon. Raul Alves. River Page. Wow. Josh Kenyon. The right one driver saw that go zone. It started to wonder. Caution coming out around the 12-minute mark, however long this will take. Will then determine really what's next. If it's 4 minutes, then everyone can start gauging 4. James Thurston. Oh, the 19. Gets into Anthony Burrows, slammed him through. start with Raul Alves. Alves pushing Matthew Mitchum into Burrows, which then slammed into the 4. Causing a wreck. The caution is out again. The waiting continues. We'll get the 1 to go next time by. And you're looking at about 8 minutes to get this thing restarted. So around 5 to 4 minutes, there's no guarantee at a restart. 5 to 4 minutes unless it's a quickie yellow. When it's a quickie yellow, you can see 3 minutes maybe with a 1-lap shootout. And that's where it's going to get interesting. And all the talk, all the wonder will be about how does this all work. Lights on, this time by will be lights off. They'll line up Chevy Ford, most likely Chevy Ford, pending shoes. And you got 8 minutes remaining to find out who's going to victory lane. That's the thing, they can't delay it. These drivers cannot delay it much longer. 1 to go here. 1 to go at Choose. They're big into the outside. Massinez joins in with Mosteller. Same with DeAngelis. Same with the 31 of Will Shack. This puts Andres Vadas on the front row with Chase Schaefer, with Lane Sanders, barring behind the 84 Chevrolet. Man, that outside lane better be great. And it will take 5 minutes to get it back going, unless it's a quick yellow, which we may throw under 5 minutes. There's no guarantee we would get back going. The way some would think, this could be the final restart of the race. Let's go green. Clock is ticking. Midnight is looming. Time to go green. Pace car will make the hard left onto pit road. 40 drivers entered this race, all wondering if they can win this timed oval event. Now with just over 5 minutes remaining, we're back green. Schaefer just finding the gap on Lane Sanders. That inside lane just does not move. Everyone jumping to the outside. DeAngelis, Vadas. Oh, you see the 4. James Thurston looking, peeking, wondering. Inside lane, starting to roll. Perkins. What can he work with? Less than 5 minutes remaining. This is where you may start seeing relaxed yellows if it's not happening up front. There's no guarantee they'll get a yellow for it. Thurston on the inside. He's toe-to-toe there with Frank DeAngelis. Thurston contact. Bottas goes around. Thurston fades back. New Bigging the race leader still. And Bassinez is just sealed to him. No change whatsoever. More on the wall. And now wrecking River Page and others. That will be the caution. Will there be enough time for a restart? Perkins is in it. Thurston not happy with the 19. And there's the 44 once again, Jackson Carr. We'll watch back on it, but the real question is going to be the time. Started with a 31, got sideways right in front of everyone. Wilczak. No guarantee of a restart, but I think we're still going to get one. And they're going to call a quick yellow. And got up in the outside wall. They are calling a quick caution. This race is not over. You could see the one to go this time by, which would then mark the end of the race. The next flag would end it, and that's where things get exciting. We're going to see it. The one to go this time by. You're looking down the barrel of a 2 or 1 lap shootout. Douglas Newbigging, who has led the majority of this race, will line up with Bassinez. They're not giving us the option just yet to put it to one to go. Now they do. Newbigging, once again, he gets to choose. Bassinez does not get to choose. And if they don't re-choose, we will delay it. Schaefer and DeAngelis not happy. We saw Schaefer quickly go up before DeAngelis could actually choose, which would be at one to go. So Schaefer is not on the right here. You're supposed to choose once you see the one to go. This could mark the end of the race if they do not get it going. And finally, Schaefer does line him through. Frank DeAngelis pulls a brake check. They are marking it one to go. And this is how it's going to roll. So they are saying they did choose and are ready to try it all again. Bassinez, Newbigging, Sanders, Mosteller, DeAngelis, Byes, Workman, McKinney, Owen and Johnson, the top 10. Pace car will make the hard left down on the pit road. What's left in store? The final 30 seconds. Newbigging, Mosteller inside pushing. DeAngelis trying to find a move. Turning Bassinez around. 12 seconds on the clock. 9 on the clock. Mose with the push out in front of Newbigging. What can Jackson Pies do? White flag, 1 to go. This will be the race. How do you make the move? When do you make the move? Final time to 3 and 4. Most looks top. No Biggie wasn't ready for it. Moss Stellar will steal the time and steal the win at Daytona. From Australia to the beaches in Florida, Moss Stellar wins it. New Bigging second, Bison third, DeAngelis in fourth. You saw DeAngelis turning Bassinez. A 42nd win to now a 10th in change. Whether it's timed, whether it's laps, whether it's dirt, whether it's grass, you can always find a way to see the 87 celebrating, as you'll see so here. Moss Stellar wins again at our night in America, feeling victories all year long. We'll watch back on the restart. Another win. Let's look back. This was the restart. Frank outside. Yeah, I think someone's gonna be sitting out race 3. Wow. He said he got fenced. There was no getting fenced. Watch again, and did he even jump the restart is the new question. All right, bud. I just think he got a really good job. It's going to be interesting how they play this one. Wildness. Mose, welcome back. Another victory. Make that 2 on the night.
Bad night for people that hate me winning.
Walking through those final laps.
Well, I put a lot of trust in her. Doug put a lot of trust in me. I told him I was gonna push him. So I got him to line up behind me, or in front of me. He counted me down and we got clear of everyone, and everyone wrecked it. It was just a 2-car tandem, and it was a pretty basic scenario for me. I've been in that situation a million times. I knew what to do. I saw I had a big gap to third, so I tried to catch him off guard a little bit with my move. So I went really early, and that ended up working. I don't think he expected it, and yeah, that was a simple race for me. Nothing too special.
It was interesting. Some there was no in between, right? And that's one thing we've learned from this oval timed race. Not the first time we've done an oval timed race. We did it with the multi-class side at Talladega. But usually when we do laps, there's a middle ground, right, of the races where you log laps, you get it going, you know there's time to make moves, you can kind of gauge when to go. Because we've done it so many times, you kind of just get it. But here it was interesting because there was that really still, and then every time it was really still, it would miss that middle transition period and then go really wild. Why was that?
Huh?
When we
I
would
wasn't paying attention, I'm sorry.
during the race, we would have like these really still moments, but we wouldn't have like the middle portion of still and wildness. It just went from still to wild, just like boom, out of nowhere.
We couldn't get a rhythm and kind of a decent run in. Everyone just kept wrecking, so we kept we just couldn't get in I can't think of the word. We just couldn't get going, and that was kind of the issue. Usually if we get like 5, 6, 7, 8 laps down, we can usually run green for a while, but we never really got past that phase, and it was kind of just the same thing, rinse and repeat. Yeah, I got lucky because I got something to eat, so I was munching on something under the yellow and I went to the back, so I'm pretty surprised I got back up to the front, but not the showboat or anything.
No, I mean, what comes around goes around, and for you, you keep on finishing up front. All right, big one, rally racing. Are you ready to see how that goes? We do have an official word. Frank DeAngelis has been L5 from the rally race due to his actions on the final lap. That's 2 L5s from drivers, this being just for the rally race. But, yeah, he didn't jump the start. He was just timing it. He timed it just really perfect. But, he got blocked multiple times from drivers that saw that he got the great run and ended up turning Bastinez on purpose, and he will now be out of that rally race. Twice now that it's happened. First with Walker, now with DeAngelis. This is going to be race number 3. We'll have round number 4 at the end of it. That is IndyCar at Pocono. Demos, have you ever raced rally in NR? Well, you never raced in NR. Have you ever raced it on iRacing?
Yeah, the little Beetle cars or whatever you want to call them, they're not really meant for Wild West, so I don't really know how that's gonna go. I really wish we were doing the jumpy trucks. The jumpy trucks are a lot of fun.
Are jumping trucks free?
They're free. It's called the I gotta find it.
Well, let's ask the viewers. Let's ask them down below. Jumpy trucks or jumpy cars?
It's not called a jumpy car.
I know. Rally truck or rally car? Well, they're trophy truck. I know they're trophy trucks, but
yeah, the trophy truck. Yeah. Those are a lot of fun. I'm annoyed that we weren't originally doing. That's what I thought we were doing. Just because they're so much fun, and it's awesome flying like 20 feet up in the air. You can ramp on top of each other. You can be a lot more aggressive compared to the little tiny little Beetles.
all right. Will we have to put damage shielding on? I don't think so.
No. It runs in the official series, and it's perfectly fine.
Oh. So they're Pro 2 lights, correct?
It's it's the Pro 2 Lite. It's the free version.
Do we run Pro 2 lights? I think so. There's Lucas Oil Off-Road, and there's Lucas Oil Off-Road Pro 2 Light. Now the real question is what setup?
I believe it has a baseline or it has a Wild West setup.
It does. Wild West. There it is. All right. We're ready to rock and roll. It looks like we're going to go trophy truck. Everyone's saying truck. And if that's what we're going to see with the better racing, that's what we're going to roll with.
It's a lot more fun, and I think it's going to put on a better racing product. I'm glad I won this race because I was pretty annoyed that we weren't doing the trucks, but you know, I'm the man of the people, and I changed things for the better.
40 trucks. That's what we could run up here. 40 trucks on this race. How long should the race be?
How about you spin a wheel? I mean, that could suck.
I don't know. I think I kind of want to go with the first thing people say in the chat. Chat, how long do you want this race to be? Because we don't know what's going to happen. We're kind of going in blind. So, I mean, I'm open for like a 20-lap race if that's the case. But
you should do 22.
Oh, we don't have Joker laps. That's unfortunate.
No, that Wild West does not have that. You should make it a standing start.
15 would be cool. I kind of want to do whatever it... Well, what does Supercross do? Even though Supercross has more than one race, they have heats. Oh my goodness, if they ever had Supercross to iRacing, we are doing it in a heartbeat. That would be the coolest thing ever. 15 laps, 25 laps, 10 laps? I think 10 laps is too short.
10 is too short. That's done in like 10 minutes.
Let's go 20 laps. It's like Zachary Truel. I can trust a man of wisdom right there, Zachary Truel, giving us the answer. 20 laps. I think that's perfect. That's just enough time for things to go right, just enough time for things to go wrong, just enough time for if it goes green, we'll be ready for it, and just enough time for me to not lose my voice before IndyCar. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I think that's what we are going to roll with. 20 laps. Man, this is going to be awesome. I'm stoked. Session is up. Passwords IDK. 40 enter 40 race. We'll have single car qualifying. That'll be 5 minutes. What to expect? Not sure. Not our first race at Wild West, but our first trophy truck race and NR Night in America. The night of first. Love it. No, that means we got to do Rallycross at some point then with a different car track combo. How many cars can we get in a Rallycross, or will we have to tournament style it?
For Wild West?
No, just for Rallycross in general.
Well, if you were to do like the Daytona Rallycross track, you're not going to be able to do 40. That's what makes Wild West so good. You could run a lot more cars because it's a bigger track. There's more room, and overall, it's a lot more fun, in my opinion, compared to the other tracks that they have on here.
All right, well, we're excited for it. Session is up. Passwords IDK. Let's head to Wild West Motorsports Park as we gear up for a fun outing at our Night in America, feeling victories all year long as we get ready to line them up again. 40 trucks, and they're free. They're free trucks. It's not like they're not free, which is exciting. This is gonna be interesting.
I think we're gonna have an all-time race here.
I think we're gonna have an all-time race. I'm right in that boat with you. I don't see how this can't go the way we usually expect it to go. The question then comes down to, does it live up to the hype? I think it can live up to the hype. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to show off these paint schemes. They're still dropping down these tailgate 400 schemes. Most unbiasedly, which one do you think is the best right now?
Mine.
Unbiasedly, which one do you think is the best right now?
Mine. That's the only one I've seen so far.
Really? Have you seen the TCB truck?
Oh, you used the paid one too. Okay.
What about the TCB truck?
Hey, I like it.
What about the number 15 truck from Ben White? The Florida Gators, Tim Tebow, number 15 truck.
Yeah, I like dogs.
What about the 3? What about the Vanderbilt 3? For, I believe, is that Zachary Truel that's running it? No, Truel is running Ole Miss. Who's running the Vanderbilt 3? Kenny Reel. Kenny Reel and the Vanderbilt 3. Come on. Come on. That looks cool. It's a gold Dale truck. I mean, that's basically what it is. Syracuse 27, Josh Kenyon. What do you think of his? Let's start rating
I like
them.
all of them.
Should we do that? We should have like a poll. We should have an AP top 25 of best looking trucks in the race.
Hey, I know it doesn't matter, but you use both the one of the paid versions and the free one.
That was just done because I don't know who has both.
Yeah, I think one's faster than the other, but
oh, oops.
I mean it is what it is.
The Xander McKinney, Zachary Truel Ole Miss truck is not even done yet, and it looks great. Like, really, really good. Barb's Oregon truck looks sick. Really love his Oregon truck with the Nike on the side.
He needs to get rid of that. Sorry, he needs to get rid of that. It looks garbage.
The Nike?
It looks so out of place.
Really? I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it all looks good.
Okay, then it's good then.
Yeah, I just think it looks cool. I mean, I get what you mean. It's just more of, I guess, because Nike's a sponsor. I don't know. It's not a big deal to me. It doesn't hurt me. The Texas truck. The one Texas truck looks sick, in my opinion. Like, really, really, really good. I mean, I think we have every region covered, right? I mean, we'll need someone in the Michigan truck. That'll be the standalone win-all, take-all. But, I mean, there's some colleges that are not represented, unfortunately. Wow, these things are loud. And I'm saying that. I mean, it's usually loud on stream to begin with, but...
Yeah, but this difference is actually insane. I think you need to be
This is loud. L-O-U-D. Oh my goodness.
You need to make a N-E-W session.
Why is
That's
that?
what you need to- the speed difference is pretty big with these things. It's not.
Yeah, but no one came in with it.
Oh, I did. A lot of us did.
Oh. I don't know if we can make a new session. I mean, we're right here. It's fine. It's fine. We got it. Listen.
If any of the drivers were watching, I do not condone this.
I think it's going to be just fine. I don't think you're getting a third one. Well, we'll see, unless you just go out there and get a third one. Who knows? Who knows? And plus, this is all new. We're all trying new things.
You're right. My bad for being negative.
Plus, I don't want to drop 36 cents, I'm going to be honest. All the money right now is funneling into the Tailgate 400, so every penny counts, and that's what we're rolling with. All right, we're going into qualifying. Let's set trackside to see how this all rolls out. One last time. Mos, good luck.
Thank you.
Locked and loaded. Well, let's go talk to Riker Byram. Byram, John Ramos, how are you?
Bad, how about y'all?
Is this the most sexist thing we've ever done?
I would say absolutely.
Have you ever ran these cars or trophy trucks on iRacing?
I have not, actually. So this should be fun.
This should be very, very exciting. Alvis, new bigging, Mosteller. Have you ever ran here in NR Night in America?
I have, when we ran the trucks here, but that was pretty out of character. That was pretty out of, I guess, style.
Right.
So this is going to be, I don't know. This is going to be wild, honestly. Pretty fitting for the name, I guess.
I think it's going to be pretty cool. Nicholas Adams and others getting ready to jump around and have fun. Wow, a U-Haul truck. Connor Murphy with the absolute diamond of a paint scheme. A U-Haul truck. Where are you, by chance? Where can we find you?
Oh, God. Well, there's no paint. Let's put it that way.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to come in with something.
Oh, man, I wasn't ready for this at all. I should have done something. But, oh, man, this is...
Josh was ready. Josh has a nice scheme on.
Of course he does. This guy is going all out. God, yeah, this is hard to drive, so this could be chaos, honestly.
I think it's gonna be interesting. Let's see what Mother came in with. Oh no! Oh my goodness! We probably should have given it like 30 more minutes for people to go get stuff on Trading Paints.
I don't think some of the fellas were prepared, I will be honest. If I was ready for this, I would have put something on. Oh God, jeez, that's right. I would have put a street car or something that looks like something that we would drive here in West Texas, so that way it'd be a little bit more fitting.
You have more dirt roads where you are?
Oh, absolutely. That's where you learn how to drive out here.
Heck, you really?
Heck yeah, absolutely. I was driving
Sweet.
3 years old on the dirt roads.
How old?
About 3.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. I went
3 years old?
3 years old, sitting in the driver's seat on the back road country roads.
3 years old. Were you? I mean, you couldn't reach the pedals.
Well, I had somebody else touch the pedals, but I was doing steering.
Oh, you're steering.
100%.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd say the first time I drove by myself was 5 or 6, probably.
Wow. That is crazy. Did the cops not care?
Oh, no. That's probably how they learned to drive, to be honest here.
That's true. That is very true. All right.
It's great over here.
That's going to be pretty cool to see. Thurston, Mosteller, new bigging. That's the top 3. Barbagallo, Workman, and others are all somewhat within that range. And we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Trying to lay one down. I don't know that I'm going to get to. Oh God, this thing's powerful. Let's put it that way.
A lot of power, a lot of excitement. I'm excited for it. I think this is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's going to be fun. It is.
How many drivers? Oh my goodness, we're 40 strong. Can you believe it? 40 strong.
40 on this. This is going to be chaos. Oh, God.
Gonna be pretty cool. Thurston Mosteller, they look to be leading us to green. And maybe there is a pretty big speed difference between one and the other, but something also to learn for us. I think it's still going to be fun, though. Hey, at the end of the day, it's an arms race. It's an arms race in this one.
Should have been multi-classes.
It probably should have been multi-class, I'm not going to lie. I probably should have thought that one through.
Oh, well.
20, oh man, a multi-class dirt race, don't get me ideas. That would be insane. What I want to do is just a public multi-class GT slash, I would say GTP and GT3 race. Like just 20 drivers in the GT3 and 20 in the GT3, or GTP.
Right.
All right, final seconds left on the board. Good luck, Byron.
Thank you. Y'all have some fun.
It's going to be a blast. That's Riker Byram, ladies and gentlemen. He's ready to rock and roll with us as we get ready to go green. Big time names qualifying up front as we get ready to go green flag racing for the second time ever from Wild West. Elvis, New Bigging, Mosteller, I believe that is Dominic Barbagallo. Yes, it is Barbagallo. And we'll be ready to rock and roll. Other trucks starting towards the tail of the field. And this is exciting. This looks fun. It's cool. Yeah, you think of the games that would be played at arcades when this comes to mind. As we're ready to give it 110%. "20 laps in this race. Thurston, Mosteller, Workman, New Bigging, Barbagallo, Byram, Mumbick, and Doherty. Lined up, Connor Doherty. Connor Doherty. Alvis, Trull, Austin, Sterling, Boston. All ready to go green flag racing. So we go green right off the jump. Once the pace car makes the hard right on the pit road, Wild West will come to life. Lined up 2 by 2. We'll be ready to go green. And we will actually delay the start of this race, which means we'll go 1 to go this time by. Giving the drivers the opportunity to line up 2 by 2 up and down the hills before we go green. Time to roll. Fluttering around through Wild West Motorsport Park. 4 turns on this track. All ahead as we get ready to start. Mosteller, Thurston, Workman, New Bigging, Barbagallo, Byram, Mumbick, and Doherty. Pace car will make the hard right onto turn 4. Let's do it, race fans. Let's kick the dust up just one more time as we light the fuse from Wild West. Moss Stellar the leader. Workman into second. New Big AP3 coming through turn 2. Look at Mummick on the inside. Trying to go ahead and cut it. We got stuck in the mud. This is so cool. Workman P3. Make it actually P2, a scoring error from Christopher Bundy. Has Most coming off turn 4 to lead lap 1. Moss Stellar into the pits, Movic into the pits, both early. I don't think they can make it all the way on fuel, so already coming in. Doherty, Truhl, Mitchum, Gavin Austin, Josh Kenyon very deep in the field. Here's Douglas Newbigging. Riker Byram. Showing us all how it's done. Workman leads, Newbigging P2. The question is, how do they come to pit road? It was wild to see some of those guys come in just right off the gun. So Moss Stellar is back to the 15th position. And you can see just a line of machines. Braden Movic up and over into turn 1. Caution will wave. Wow. Gets it righted, gets it rolling, but it's smoking. An unbelievable flip by the 42. We'll put the yellow lights on around the racetrack. Look at all that. And how did this all transcribe? You can see it here, a mosh pit full of trucks. Comes down awkwardly onto the 28. And there was just nowhere to go. That was Boston. You saw it just happen. Watch it again. I think we found a new niche in Enter Night. This is overly cool. Watch this view. Right sides on the 28. And finds the barrier upside down. Movic's truck will come to rest. The caution has come out. Newbigging's in pit road. Riker Byram's in pit road. All these other drivers are coming around to find the safety truck. And we get to go talk to the driver of the number 42. Mr. Movic, John Ramos, what happened there?
I'm taking a jump. This assway wipes me out and forces me to land on top of another truck and kills my race. This is unbelievable. I'm running my own race.
At least it looked cool. At least it looked cool.
It did. I'm running the same strategy as Demos. We come out in the middle of a pack.
So why did you pit that early?
Because we don't have enough fuel to make it.
That is awesome. I think I found a new love on iRacing. Why
Who's
is
an
this
idiot?
so cool?
Because it's off-road trucks. It's full of off-road trucks.
We have to do more off-roading. Oh, now you're just parked there in turn 4.
Eat it! Tell the guy to eat it, God.
We're gonna request for you to get off the racing surface so we can restart this race. But unfortunately, out of this one, did you think you had a shot to win?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it just took me a minute to get my bearings of how to drive this car. I don't drive this thing ever. But yeah, I mean, I was on pace with Demos. We're doing the same strategy. We're on the same pace, and we were moving. We were moving through the field pretty well before I got absolutely murdered by this bum. You know, I'm gonna name drop him because he's so bad. What is his name? Blaine Nagel. What an ass.
Okay, okay. Okay, we got it. We've,
He's wrecking everyone.
not too happy. I think this was a race you were looking forward to.
It really was. A lot of fun. He's stuck upside down.
We do have confirmation Braden Lovick has been L5 from this race, but his truck was already totaled.
I'll go to the pits.
And we'll get ready for an impending restart. Well, unfortunate here, but Pocono is next with the IndyCars. Good luck.
Thank you.
Pace car will now make the hard right back onto pit road. Have you found a new love as well? Because we have, and we're ready to see it roll again. Truel, Fox, Newbigging, and Workman will head back green from Wild West Motorsports Park. Truel the advantage off turn 1. 3 wide for the race lead. Newbigging takes point. Cody Workman. 1 win in NR. That was IndyCars at Chicagoland. There he is now in the 2nd position. Newbigging trying to get it righted. Cody Workman watching on from the 2nd spot. Can he catch him? Slamming back down on all 4s. Gets the nose up with it. Fox in 3rd. Thurston in 4th. Mosteller in 5th. Truel back in the 6th position. That's Gavin Austin now at 7th. There's Thurston, 3 wide. Demos on the inside. Isaac Fox. Now he sneaks through. It's going to be tough to pass Newbigging. Very strong. Thurston underneath. Mosteller, does he make it 3 in a row? Doug is looking for a way around Cody. But Workman does a great job of putting himself in position where Doug can't get to the inside. And that's why Cody Workman is now the new race leader here at Wild West Motorsports Park. Now, can he keep it? Thurston in 3rd, Mosteller in 4th, Truel in 5th, Gavin Austin in 7th, Gunnison, Murphy, that's 8th and 9th, Payson, Lindsay, Josh Kenyon very deep in the field, missing the nose of their trucks. Rolling nearly halfway through this race. And it's going to be the Workman versus Newbigging show. Off turn 2 and 3. Heading right to turn 4. Workman a sideways finish. Will lose speed to the center. 3/10 the difference between the top two. Spins from other drivers, that's from the back markers. And the question is, what can Cody Workman do to hold on if he can? Can he find his way through the lap traffic? Keith Ingram and others lay right before him. New Bigging is there. And this minefield is going to be tough to navigate. Workman a peak. One second the difference. Now he pulls away. Douglas Newbigging was stuck toe-to-toe. Most gets through. Look at the damage on his nose. He's hit the ground so many times, the nose is ready to plop off. First in P3. Oh, Newbigging and Cody Workman get collected. Incident off turn 2. Douglas Newbigging, new race leader. Mistake by the 81. Advantage to the 7. Workman into the side of another machine. Gets clobbered by Mosteller and the caution will wave. And that was by turning Juan Combs up and over. One truck stuck in the fence. That's the 23. And we will see a restart. We would have to go back, and I mean way back. Here's the first incident. Workman getting hit by the 24. You want to see it a little bit farther back. Now, he was really sideways. I don't even know if he would make the corner. Newbigging was there. He then gets collected, which allowed Thurston and Mosteller to close in. I hope you know I have a big smile on my face watching this. And then there was that. Workman got clobbered. Mosteller got a piece of it, and one driver was stuck up and over, resulting in a caution. Newbigging, Thurston, Workman, Mosteller. We could see a 5-lap dash to victory. What a fun race we've had. What a fun night we've had. What a fun outing. Now we wonder what could change. We'll get the lights off. That will be this time by. And it will size us up for a 5-lap shootout here in the trophy trucks. Pace truck will make the hard right into pit road. And we'll be ready to try it all again. Let's see what you have for 5 laps. Douglas Newbigging, James Thurston, Moss Steller, Cody Workman, Zachary Truhl, Isaac Fox, Gavin Austin, Connor Murphy, Cole Gunmestead, and Josh Kenyon. What changes, if anything? Damaged trucks. 5 laps to go from Wild West Motorsports Park. Uphill, now down off turn 1. Thurston in second, Moss Steller in third. Oh, Newbigging giving a lot of layaway. Cody Workman in fourth. Can Thurston get to him? There's Moss in third. Thurston underneath Douglas Newbigging. He got into the door, but it won't be enough. Look at the damage. It's that right rear. Doug holds on. Thurston trying to capitalize. Goes the long way around, turn 2. Newbigging got loose. Wounded truck backwards, getting out of the way. Thurston leads. Newbigging sideways. Gives up the second position. Moss Steller toe-to-toe. Newbigging takes it back. 3 to go. And what can James Thurston now do to hold on? What can Douglas Newbigging do to make it all back up? He's going to try everything. Into turn 2, slipping and sliding, trying to find the traction. Thurston trying to find a cushion of dirt to accelerate off of. Thurston sideways, pounding through. 2 trucks stop, 1 was Ingram. And the other one may have been William Schmidt. Won't get a caution for it. Oh, Newbigging, did he just damage the right front suspension? He did! Douglas Newbigging landing wrong, and there goes the suspension. He's out of the race. Thurston versus Moss Steller. Is it 3 in a row, or is it a win for the 96? One lap to make it all up if he can indeed so do it. Salamanca, 1 to go for James Thurston. Heath Ingram gets into the 96. Hefty damage on his 01. Moss Steller has to make up over a second and a half. It's been a while since we've seen James Thurston find victory lane. We wondered when it would happen again. Final time to 3. Final time heading to 4. Moss Steller makes up time, make it 3/10, but it's just not gonna be enough. James Thurston wins a wild one at Wild West Motorsports Park. The first ever race with the trophy truck in NASCAR Night in America goes the way of victory in the 96. Moss Steller second, Cody Workman third, Zachary Truhl fifth, Connor Murphy 6th, Gavin Austin 7th, Josh Kenyon top 8, Lindsay 9th, Gentry, should we say in 10th? No, these races are still going on. Kenyon's going to lose the 7th spot. That's to Gavin Austin. Cinema. NR Night in America, fueling victories all year long. And they'll get ready to burn it down. James Thurston and company, fun race, fun finish. And that will wrap up round number 3. I want to say thank you to everyone that's dropped a like on the stream. Really greatly appreciate it. And appreciate all the excitement we saw tonight from all the racing that was for the trophy trucks. We have one more race left to go. James Thurston wins a wild one out west. Thurston, John Ramos, congratulations.
Thank you, John.
Heck yeah, walk me through that one.
Oh, well, I was promised rally cars, and I bought the Fiesta, and I made a paint scheme for it, and then we did this, but
it's okay, rally's coming.
I hope it is. Yeah, we went into this race not really knowing what to expect because we had the Pro 2 and the Pro 2 Lite in the same race, and yeah, a lot of cars on not a really big track, and yeah, I don't know, it was an interesting one. We won it though.
You won it indeed. It was exciting to watch all the battles. Was this race of the night for you?
That has to be Bathurst. I don't think that we can take away from that. That was a really fun race. Just besides Demos waxing the field, I feel like the racing there was a lot of fun, and I feel like we should do more tracks like that. But this, it's its own thing. It's a really, really fun thing to do. I love this truck on anything. I do a lot of this racing outside of NR when I can, but this was, I mean, I'm sorry, the officiating in this race wasn't good. I think that we need to work on it. We need to probably do it as one truck, not two of them.
It was still fun as ever. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And into IndyCar, that it will be at Pocono. What are you expecting there?
I'm tired, so I don't even know if I'm going to do that race, but I'm sure it's just going to be a bunch of wrecking like it always is. Probably have a close finish. Hopefully Troll can go and get it done again. I love it when he wins. He's my buddy. Cheering him on.
Heck yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll be ready to continue on talking with drivers. Mosteller second, Cody Workman there in third. Let's hear from other drivers and hear what they thought. Braden Mubbick, you were a part of this race. You got to see it really all go down. Opinions?
On the last race we just did?
Yeah, trophy truck.
Well, that's pretty cool. We gotta do that again, but make it like an actual multi-class race, you know? With the Pro 2s and then the Pro 2 Light. I think that would be a really fun idea.
I think it's going to be cool.
But
Could have sworn they were just about even, but we're ready to see how this all runs on down. Getting ready to try it all again. IndyCar at Pocono, how do you think that's going to run?
I think it's going to be crazy, where I think we're going to have a lap 1 rack, just like real life. And if I can get through that, I'll have to learn the car pretty quick, because I've never driven this car at this track before. So we'll just see how the dice rolls.
We're gonna see how the dice rolls. I like that. I like that idea. To see how it all rocks and rolls. Do you think it's going to be... Well, have you actually done the iRating at... If I'm not mistaken, Pocono?
I have never done that before. I've only done Michigan Auto Club and Miami.
So we're kind of heading in blind.
Indy. Yes, or I am at least.
Wow. All right, 30 laps to see how this all rolls on out. I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be something that we can really all look forward to. More curiosity than anything with this one.
Yes, I think it's going to be quite fun. Quite a fun race.
Heck yeah, Pocono ready to rock and roll with us. IndyCar IR18s. You know, we haven't done as many IndyCar races. What other car track combos should we do with it?
Gee, it's almost, I've been saying this one for 4 years. Give me IndyCar at Belle Isle.
What is so good about Belle Isle? I must know.
It's like the only street course in the game that's not Long Beach, and Long Beach becomes oversaturated. So yes, I really enjoy Belle Isle.
Aren't they scanning Monaco?
They've been saying they were scanning Monaco for years, and they still haven't done it. It's like when Steve O'Donnell says there's another OEM coming in.
Wow, that's a shot. Everyone's just giving shots tonight. Wow, NASCAR fans are ruthless as we get ready to rock and roll. I mean, we have new tracks coming up for sure. Miami, you know we're going to Miami. For sure. I mean...
I'm well aware we're going to Miami.
Miami is going to happen.
Aware.
And I've never been to that track. Well, I mean, I've been to the Hard Rock Stadium, but I've never been to a race at the Miami Autodrome. Is it better than Homestead? I'm biased. And I say Homestead's 1,000 times better, just because I'm a Homestead fan. But hey, it's located in a city I grew up in, and I went to multiple Dolphin games at that stadium, so...
I am much more excited for the supercars in Adelaide, if they did scan it or not. I can't remember.
Oh, Adelaide. I know exactly what Adelaide is. I'm excited for that.
I can't remember if they did scan it, if it is coming in next
You forgot
season.
Chicago Street, by the way, as one of the street courses.
A damn about Chicago Street course.
Trying to think what other car track combos we can roll with, at least with IndyCar. Have we done IndyCar Road America yet?
Yes, we have.
IndyCar still goes to Road America, correct?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They do go to.
Trying to think what else. So is Road America has IndyCar and IMSA. Do they have anything else?
And they have like a bunch of like they have Trans Am and a bunch of like track day stuff.
Right.
But ever since NASCAR left, it's been just that and IndyCar with IMSA.
Pretty cool. All right. We want to see it. I'm really looking forward to how that goes out. The car track combos, the car counts have been exciting tonight. You, Braden Mummick, I want to give congratulations because it's either you or TCB that have the university that is being presented in the Tailgate 400 with the least amount of students in it.
How much is Terrell's?
Well, he's Boise State, so I'm just taking a wild guess.
I'm telling you right now, Boise State has a lot more than 15,000 students.
Wait a minute. You have 15,000 students that go to your school?
Yes.
Correction, you don't. You know which one might actually have the least amount of students?
Who?
It's a university that's ranked currently.
I can't.
It could be in Boise State. Is Boise State? No. No, we don't have anyone for Army, Navy, or Air Force.
Then I got no idea.
Which we could change. We may change in 2025 because there was actually an outcry for that. University of Miami, 10,000. Give or take, 10,000 students. It's a private school.
Right now.
It is a private school. I'm so serious.
Miami Hurricanes.
There's a reason why all UM
enrollment.
There's a reason why all UM fans either go to Miami-Dade College, FIU, or FA.
Miami has 17,000.
Whoa! When did they add 7,000? Forever, everyone said it was a private school.
I don't know, man, but this is like the latest.
17,000?
17,000. Yes, Minnesota State is.
All right, let's go check Boise State. Let's go check Boise.
Boise State enrollment is 27,000.
Ooh.
Small schools.
There has to be one more. What about Texas Tech?
Texas Tech has about 60,000.
You think?
My cousin goes there. Yes, 60,000.
I mean, 17,000 is still pretty small for a D1 university. So Miami, I mean, it's still a private school, and we're not changing that up. Wow. 15,000. Notre Dame. What's the Notre Dame at? We do have a Notre Dame truck.
Probably 40,000.
You think so? I mean, it's a Catholic school. Is it a private Catholic school? It has to be a private Catholic school. What about Purdue? We have a Purdue truck. Wow.
I have a cousin that goes there.
That is interesting. I'm trying to think. No, hold on. There has to be one smaller now.
You're trying too hard.
Rutgers.
Boston
College. Boston College.
Boston College has way more.
Syracuse, Virginia Tech, West Virginia. Come on. West Virginia. That's going to be one. That's got to be close.
Uh-oh. I think we may have found one smaller.
West Virginia.
Boston College has 9,000.
Oh, Boston College has 9,000.
Look at that.
Look at that. Wow. So that is ran by Eladam Contreras. Boston College representation. Eladam with the least enrolled.
This is fun, though. Here's the thing, though. Since we only care about football here, I'm the only non-D1 in the race.
You're D1 in everything, but...
No, I'm D1 in hockey, that's it.
Oh, you're D1.
Yep, D2 and everything else but hockey.
Well, I mean, if you want to go with that area, I mean, there's some colleges that are D1 and then D3 in academics, you know? I mean...
We're also D3. We're about D2 in academics.
Okay. So... Okay, well, I mean, D1, D2, you're a hybrid. You're a hybrid.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Out of all the paint schemes you've seen, what is your AP top 25? AK, just give us a top 5, because we don't have time for 25.
I really like the Kentucky truck.
What about Baker's Boise State truck?
I'm not seeing that.
Oh, you got to start looking in paint schemes and tailgate, because there's also a Georgia truck for Drew.
I really enjoy my truck. I like the Kansas State truck.
I do love the Kansas State truck. What about the Boise State truck? Go take a look at that Boise State truck.
I'm qualifying John at 210.
Okay. Pull it up on your phone on a straightaway. We do not condone texting and driving, but I would love for him to see the Boise State truck. I would love for you all to see the Boise State truck. Vandy has 12,000. Vandy's represented. How about that? Braden Lovick, you are not the lowest ranked school when it comes down to number of students. Vandy at 12, Boston College at 9, Minnesota State University, Mankato, 15, Miami 17. Now the question is, which is the one with the most? Michigan, well, Michigan still needs a new driver. Chase Schaefer is out of the tailgate 400. Georgia? I mean, isn't Georgia close, right? Maybe? Georgia has to be close. FSU has to be close. Florida has to be close. Let's go see. You know, we might as well just look it up. Which college has the most students? Okay, Western Governors University at 150,000. So we do not have that. New Hampshire, Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon has 103,000. Wow.
Yes, and none of them will have any sort of impact on our future as a country.
Is that a shot? Like, I don't know if that's a shot or not. Who are you taking shots at?
No, just the state, the whole college. That college just blows.
Okay. Liberty University, 94,000. That's going to be ran by Carlos Truther.
Of course it is.
Pennsylvania State, which is Penn State, 88,000, ran by Spencer Burns. Arizona State has the largest campus. Be ran by Gavin Austin. Ohio State has a 50,000 population. Florida right there at 50,000. A&M right there at 50,000. Liberty University, 94,000. That's pretty wild. Okay, now we gotta... What's the southernmost? Oh, for sure it's Miami. Miami's the southernmost college that we have in this. What's the northernmost? It may be Minnesota State.
No, it's not. We're in the South Minnesota.
Oh, never mind.
Michigan is higher than us, I believe. No, Michigan's
It's unfortunate we don't have a Wisconsin.
Boise State's the highest. Boise State. I believe,
Boise
is the
State.
highest. Nope. Washington.
Aha, we do have Washington River Page. I wonder what the westmost west, the most west. Probably UCLA.
Oregon maybe. Washington.
It's gonna be one of those two. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see. We have a lot of colleges to go ahead and work through. All right, listen, you got 30 laps to work here, Braden Movick. Your speeds are impeccable. Let's go ahead and bring him back up. 218 miles per hour at one point in the middle of the corner. You're exceeding. Oh, never mind. I would say 218 maybe on entry, because you're gonna hit 218 into the tunnel turn.
Nope.
You think this is a win?
Sixth. It might be. I don't know. I need to remember certain. I need to remember like what each control does. Like, I can't remember. I haven't driven this car since the Indy event.
All right. Well, we're going to be excited to see how it all goes. Rock and roll. That's Braden Movick. He gets ready to do it. Frank DeAngelis back after a suspension. You got to watch the Rallycross race from the TV. What did you think?
I get banned for the worst races.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah,
so
no,
when the
no,
chat
no,
says
no,
that
no,
you need to be
no,
banned
no,
for...
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
Okay.
What I am saying is that I can't pick a worse race to get banned from, because
It's like when you miss school, you know, in grade school, and, you know, everything great happens that day that you just
yeah, you know
happen to
what?
miss.
Yeah. I told you my story with that. The one day, like I think I missed like 4 days in freshman year, and one of those 4 days, Joe Gatto just rolled up to the school for some reason.
That's funny.
No, it wasn't for me.
It was not for you.
It's not a funny day. I'd just like to apologize to absolutely nobody for that Daytona incident. If you got blocked to the fence and then blocked to the apron, you would have done the same thing.
The fact checkers will note that Frank DeAngelis did not make any contact with said fence or wall in the 100-yard dash he had on the final lap at Daytona.
Fence is a statement. Fence is a metaphor. You know that. I had to drive myself an inch off the wall to avoid him when I was going already 10. First of all, how do you restart
Frank DeAngelis
second?
had about a couple feet off the outside retaining wall.
How do you restart second and you're 2 car lengths behind the leader on the restart at Daytona?
Frank DeAngelis did have the best restart out of anyone at the race.
Oh, well, I did, because me and Lane had a count.
You had a count, really?
Yeah, I went late because I didn't want to jump the start.
Oh.
I went late. I went when Doug said go instead of 1. Doug went at 1, I went at go. And I still had that start.
Wow.
It's just reflexes.
Ooh, whoa! Hey.
Well, no, I'm just
Well,
saying.
no, because you didn't beat me at air hockey.
I won the battle, not the war.
I don't think you won the battle. Was there a battle you won at air hockey? Are you going to play me again in air hockey?
Before or after I get eliminated by Tyler?
Before. We'll make sure it's in round robin.
That last incident was a little bit of an eye-opener.
Who would have thought Tyler Tinsley would be absolutely cracked at air hockey? I did not. I did not see it coming.
I'm gonna be more clean for the foreseeable future. I'm gonna clean up my act, and I'm only gonna hook someone in the front stretch if
They're
really
thinking air hockey as an Olympic sport. Frank, we got to get into that.
I'm talking about the race.
I know, but like, how cool would that be? Air hockey as a sport, Team NR. Well, it'd be Team USA, but like Team NR.
Do you know the reaction time you would have to do that?
I already know it. Fast.
You can't just put your hand over the net. And say you're
Nobody
totally
did that.
Yeah, you and Lewis did.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
You're a cheater. All right, listen. We're ready to go. Let's see if you go to victory lane. Good luck.
I won't, but thank you.
That's Frank DeAngelis, ladies and gentlemen. Final race of the night, unless we pull together 300 likes. Let's see how it goes. Pace car will make the hard left on the pit road. Truel, Mosteller, Schmidt, and Page will see the green flag waving. Let's light the fuse from Pocono. Stroll leads off turn 1. Schmidt in third. Cody Workman fourth, staying in line. You saw a peek out from Braden Movick, maybe River Page. All heading to the tunnel turn. There they go. Hard, vicious crash off turn 2. One flipping up into the air. Gavin Austin. Heavy damage to his machine. And it was Landon Stone that went for a wild ride. He's landed on all fours, and the caution will wave right away. Wow. Multi-car accident. Right from the jump. Let's see it again. And it started when Carter Kingsley came up and everyone else went around. Barbagallo, heavy damage. And you see more drivers. Bryce Benton. And others all lined in. We're hearing word that Frank DeAngelis was also involved in it. And you saw he lost the nose, actually the left front wing. Oh my goodness. Where was he going? Was he trying to get to pit road? We're hearing word from Frank DeAngelis that he's saying that the car broke on him and locked up, which is why it looked the way it did. So the caution is out very early in this race. Not many drivers left standing. So we'll get ready for a restart. And now we wonder, what all's next? Wild wreck, Braden Movick, you saw it just behind you.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
And now what is your opinions?
That was awesome. This guy comes in, like, I realized in turn one how bad the dirt here was. I don't know, that's Gavin. I could tell, like, in turn 1, just how bad the dirt here was going to be in turn 2. And I'm lifting a little bit to get myself some space in the car in front. This guy just sends it in right behind me, puts no air on his front wing, and just goes up the track and wrecks the entire field like an idiot. Oh my god, it was awesome. Oh man, I love iRacing. I love it.
Well, we'll be ready for a restart nonetheless. An unfortunate incident that involved many drivers. We'll get the one to go here. Do you see this race going green the rest of the way?
No. No, I don't.
Okay.
Not at all.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if that is the case. How many cars do you think are going to finish this race? How many?
11.
11. That's the call. We're down to 15 right now, I think.
Wait, really?
we took them all out.
Yeah, we're down to 15, so I give 9.
Unless Byram is there, still running.
He's dead.
Yeah, we're down to 15,
God.
so...
This car is great. I love this car.
Why? Because it takes no remorse?
Yes. People people try to drive it like a next gen and they just kill everybody. It's incredible.
Well, we'll see what's next in store. Restart dead ahead. Good luck.
Dang.
That is Braden Mavick, ladies and gentlemen. Very excited for this restart. Zachary Trull, Daniel Mosteller, all ready to back up as we get ready to go green. Trull and Mose, Workman and Page. Pace car makes a hard left on a pit road. Matt Green from Pocono. Trull leading. Most there for the overtake. Cody Workman and others watching on. Mosteller looking to win 3 of 4, just as Michael Mitchum did in the previous stream. Can he do it on this Tuesday night? Trull in second, Page in third, Mavick in fourth. They talked about the dirty air. Now you're going to have to be smart. You're going to have to be consistent. Trull P2, 3/10 back. Mosteller the leader, Page in third, Cody Workman in fourth. River way to the outside of 3. Trull top, Page on the bottom. .24 to go. You see River trying what he can to the inside. River Page into second, Trull back to third. Shamela fifth, Mavick in sixth. .23 to go. Picking, choosing different lanes, the snaking down the front stretch. Workman in fourth. There's Mavick. There's Shamela. Still sizing up. Still wandering, still wondering. River Page 7/10 back. That's where he is in relevation to that of the 87. And the question is, if he can pass him, how can he do it? Oh, Mavick could not find a way around Marty Shamela. Single file around the racetrack. Marty to the bottom. Mavick looking lane 2. You see them now all going down to the paint. That's how much Most is trying to break this draft. 2/10. 20 to go. River Page is there. Can he make the move? Looks to the inside. 41 second lap time, 20 to go. And Truel is watching on. River Page, new race leader. Can Most perform the switchback? He does. Mosteller inside, River Page outside. River to the lead, to the tunnel turn. "19 laps to go." Tries it again, turn 1. Page inside, Mosteller outside, now goes to defend. So many looks, so many peaks. So many ifs, ands, and wonders. Sees it back to the outside. Workman, Mitchum, Mavic. Top 6 single file. You've seen Braden Mavic win big races before, like Homestead Miami Speedway. That and the open wheels. Page. Oh, the run off turn 3. Jumping that long way around. Look at him just trying to keep the back end gearbox parallel to the nose of his machine. Jumps it outside again. Back inside with Mose. Truel trying to follow. Page advantage. He's going to get it again. If he's not going to get him here, it's going to be on the front stretch. Long ways around. That to carry momentum. Down the front stretch. Can Most defend? Can Page see his way through? $16 to go. A lot on the line. A lot of moving parts. A lot of trying different things. Mavic's up the 4th. Finds his way around Workman. Finds his way around Mitchum. Nearly 2 seconds back. If he's going to make a move, he's getting the top 3 to continue this shuffle. Page now back to 3rd. The good news for him, they're all running a higher line. Or should we say, not good news for him because he's having to stay right in it. 1-9 back. 1-8. He catches the slipstream. Everyone running and jostling in different areas. Truel half a second back. And you see the long line of machines. Truel P2. Gets to 6th gear. Lays out of the throttle. Car tightening up. 13 laps to go here now from Pocono. Mulvick in 4th. Workman in 5th. Mitchum, Schmidt, Shimela rounding out the top 8. McKinney and Bundy. Welcome inside the top 10. Christopher Bundy going for his best finish. Do we see River Page shoving Truhl into the tunnel turn? Should give him an opportunity. Page inside. Truhl ready to fight, but will have to drop back to the 3rd position. That's going to be interesting. We'll see how he works it. $12 to go. Page, long way around. Oh, couldn't get some of the work there. Mosteller to the inside. Truhl now in 2nd. Page trying to follow. These drivers love just picking different lanes, whatever can work. $10 to go, next time by. Truhl lined in. Page lined in 3rd. You saw one on the wall. Was not Workman, was not Mitchum. Mulvick is closing, but the closing rate, I was going to say, has not been quick enough, but he has actually caught River Page in the process. Mose pulls away. Page and Mulvick. Toe-to-toe, Mulvick to 3rd. And now a 2nd and change. That's the difference between the top 2 drivers with just 9 laps to go. 1 yellow in this race. Scattered yellows in race number 3. Multiple yellows in race 2 and caution free in race 1. One second back, Zachary Truhl. He's closing. What about Mulvick? 1.9 back. Is in the slipstream of Truhl. Gaining at around the same rate. The question is, if Truhl catches Mose, can something change? Lined up, single file, 1.7 back now for Mulvick, 6 back for Truhl. Four back. There is a closing rate, and that's what you got to continue to eye here. A second in the trophy truck race, a win at Bathurst, a win at Time Daytona. Now 5.5 laps away from a possible win at Pocono, which would be the best average finish in an NR night in the modern era. Freddie Bassinez just mentioned it, a 1.25 average finish in 4 races, unless Zachary Truhl can go ahead and take it away. 3 back now. Movic having to follow. Maybe out of reach. The runoff one, single file swing down the back. Gonna try a peek to the outside. Thinking about one to the bottom. Most inside, Truhl outside. Tried it again. Racing downstream. Truhl's got the advantage. The look to the inside. Zachary Truhl had the race lead. It was taken away by Mosteller. 3 to go. A 1.25. It's on the line. And we'll have to bust out another move. Page, Movic fight for position. Page under the 42, he will take P3. There will be a fight for the win. There will be a fight for a podium. Truhl another peak. Most to cover. Who slingshot 2. Truhl to the bottom. Mosteller sways across the bow. Will it be 3 or 4 with a worse finish at second? Or 2 or 4 with a runner-up at Pocono? Truhl underneath. Pulls dead even with him. Truhl the race leader. Mosteller the switchback. And this is where he's had guys beat right here. Salamanca, 1 to go. Almost got him. Truhl up the racetrack. Final time to the tunnel turn. Mosteller versus Truhl. 87 versus 30. Most to cover. Truhl the heave. Zachary Truhl off turn 3 is going to race him back to the line. Truhl wins in Pocono. Movic steals 3rd. Page will go to 4th. And Zachary Truhl says, thank you very much. I'll take a victory in round 4. Yes, yes, yes. What a race. Most will end the night with a worse finish of P2, those being in the final 2 races. And Truhl says, victory. when he was staring in the eyes of defeat. And that will conclude tonight's NR Night in America. Race fans, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We'll be back this Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Once again, this Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central for more NR Night in America. So glad to have you all with us. We can't wait for more racing to come. And with that, we say so long on this beautiful Tuesday night edition of NR Night in America. More racing to follow. More racing ready for you. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll see you Friday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and then a week from Friday for the 2024 Tailgate 400.